Yo! So sorry about that, everybody. But we have this new stream going on. That was me. My bad. I accidentally clicked the. I got so excited to come over and talk to you guys that I clicked the wrong button. So I'm actively right now sending out a new link. So here's the new link.
I'm getting double volume.
Yes. So now I'm getting rid of it. There you go. Now I'm out. So I just sent it out to everybody, and hopefully people see it.
Hopefully they'll see it and come in.
Yeah,
for sure. Saul's calling it the after party.
There's Saul with the after party. My bad, Saul. I just got so excited to come in and see you guys.
I was going to say, you can't not let Saul back in.
Exactly. And look, there's Ben.
There's Ben.
Ben even there earlier?
Ben, well, I think he was there earlier.
Little Jimmy, little Saul. They love their Friday night trivia. And by they, I mean me.
Well, good to see you guys. Mark, would you like...
Am I just decoration, Tom?
Would you like me to run the trivia for you?
I have to say, Mr. Ben, I do ask for the link on your behalf as well.
Difficulty with it, but let's see.
I did you as well. I asked
up.
In the private chats.
Let's just test it. So we did Would You Rather for 500, right?
Yeah, so the Would You Rather, we've done most of those.
I don't have it. I don't have it correct.
Killed part one.
So why don't you, Lolo, why don't you go ahead and run it?
Okay.
I'm not bringing up the right screen.
1 second. That looked like the right screen.
It was showing both question and answer, or answer and question.
Gotcha.
I'm going to move somewhere a bit lighter. 1 second.
I was going to attempt to mimic Lolo's intro, but I've already forgot it, even though I've seen it about 5 times a week.
Yeah. Exactly.
It's something like, yo, 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 what is up?
What's going on, football fans? It's your boy Lolo. Yeah. I'm here in the basement.
Yeah,
we got Mr. Tom. We got Ben Ireland. We got Spawny Mark. He's dressed like me. What's going on with that?
Guys.
Do apologize.
Welcome back to the Stoop football fans. Come on.
My one chance to be a star, and I blew it.
You are a huge star in our book.
Hey guys, glad you guys made it over. Here we go. I've got some controls here. And we've done most of the Would You Rathers, but I know for a fact we haven't done this one. So I want everybody's answers here. We already did James. And this was the first answer that I went with, was neither, you fucking idiots. Cantac, get an I love Tottenham tattoo or never watch a German national team. Clearly the fucking tattoo, bro. Is what I got from Cantac. Where is this? Lolo. Nobody, you guys never gave me a would you rather. So this is your chance. Ask me one right now, and we'll see which one I'll pick.
Would you rather Arsenal be relegated or never do another Stoop show again?
Cheers. Wow.
Wow.
Coming in hot.
No kidding.
That's pretty intense.
Tough one.
And I'm sure we'd all miss the Stoop.
Wow. Okay.
Because if it was the same about Leeds United, I'd be like, you can keep my £3, but see you later.
Arsenal being relegated or never do a Stoop. Now, could I just come up with a new show?
Before you think about it, I will tell you, watching highlights of the championship is rough.
Fucking is. It's called Quest.
Right.
It's a channel that no one watches. It's buried deep, and I mean buried on English TV, which is pretty fucking buried.
So what you're saying is our personality only goes so far?
That's fine.
You've never
And if you're
tried
the
to
best
watch
club in the
EFL on
league,
Quest.
they give you 3 minutes at the end, if that,
Right.
just to keep you watching because they know that you're the biggest fucking fan base.
Mm-hmm.
Just give me 1 second.
Dude.
Bandy wants to know what he's missed.
I don't know.
A lot of confusion, Bandy.
Like, I would like
Just
to
gonna
pay
switch.
down the mortgage. And, I don't know what's better. Paying down our existing
I would
mortgage,
argue
so-
Bandy missed
Wow.
the greatest, most entertaining show in the world.
No.
How come I can't hear anybody? What is going on with our audio today?
So Bandy asks, what did I miss?
Yeah, I know
Probably a
it's a
rerun of
wash,
CSI.
But it's using my money, and any of my money is not going to be.
Okay, so sorry, I was trying. John's on a phone call, but I was trying to get.
Right?
Fuck it, we can hear him. He's spending
So
money.
the question
I
is, would
tell you.
rather have
I-
Arsenal
Someone's
get
making the
relegated
mistake of
or
messing
never
with
do-
our John.
Outstanding debt we have, and it won't affect
Come on, Lolo.
any analyst stuff.
So Bandy's
So,
here
I don't know,
asking,
that-
what did I
that-
miss?
is that a good idea?
So the would you rather was presented by Ben, and it was, would I rather Arsenal get relegated or never do a Stoop show again?
There's a lot of people hanging on this one,
I know.
and I'm not talking about the Arsenal fans.
Guys, I gotta say, I've thought about it, and
Yeah. 'Cause
I think
I
Arsenal can come
think
back
a relegation stint could do Arsenal better
Yeah.
than me without the Stoop show and Mark without the Stoop show.
I would just
And
like
Mr.
wander the
Tom, I'm
block
afraid
looking for
Mr. Tom will
Stoops to
kill
hang
Mo
out with.
Master. He will forget to feed him if we don't remind him that he's in his dungeon.
It's no
that
accident you
answer,
haven't
you-
seen Mo Master for a while.
For
So
that
maybe
answer,
it's already happened.
Lolo, the Stoop can have the points.
The Stoop gets the points.
Hey, go take them. Take them.
Yeah. What do you guys think about that answer?
Yeah, man. Good answer.
I fucking love it.
I think so, right? Because I gotta believe that my team would come back. But if I quit on the show, if we quit doing the show, it will never come back. It
I
may
have a
come
would
back as
you
something
rather.
else.
It might
For
come back
you
as like
all.
a holiday special.
Yeah, we may do a few shows every year, but if Arsenal were to go down, Arsenal will be back up, and it may do them good. It may take a few years because the championship is rough, but
Excuse me, gentlemen. I have the best would you rather, and it's open to all three of you.
Okay.
Would you rather spend the weekend with pirates or ninjas?
Okay.
Ninjas.
Pirates.
That's going to be about, I don't know how much actual count I'm saying, probably.
Spend the weekend like intimately.
Well,
Hey, however you want to paint
I
it.
wanted to. I
I'm
didn't
just
want to
hanging
get
out having
specific.
drinks.
Left
I
that
think
open to
how you
interpretation.
I think how you
yeah.
interpret it is why you would answer in a specific way.
I interpret
Personally,
it
I
as
would choose
learning to be a
ninjas.
ninja. Yeah, I want to learn to be a ninja rather than a pirate.
Being a ninja
Is
just
it, now,
sounds like a
is this
lot
a
of
Buccaneer
work.
pirate or a Somali pirate?
Pirates would just steal your shit.
Yeah, you can't trust the pirates. The ninjas, you're going to learn honor and skills.
I just like this from Scott Newby. Lolo out joyriding. Mark getting called a pencil. Director John hanging up his shirts behind Lolo. Ben not smoking. Mr. Tom with half the crew tied up behind him. Is this an episode of Black Mirror? Absolutely. I think
It's the new me, Scott. It's the new me. We've been more respectful on here.
this is the second.
Shut up, my
episode.
master.
It's like your bed.
You fucker.
Oh.
No, I'm actually gonna come over here so we're not listening in on John's private conversations. But
tour of John's apartment.
tour of John's apartment. We know how private he is. And Rob Greenleaf, we were thinking you would be on last night to say hi, but I just want to say happy birthday to Mrs. Greenleaf, and we're glad you didn't join in at 10 o'clock last night. I was like, he's his wife's birthday. He doesn't need to be listening to us talk shit about Tottenham.
Sorry, guys, I have one more.
Wait,
Serious,
I didn't answer.
Super serious.
Hold on.
Oh,
Can I answer this one? Because it's a two-parter. So would I rather spend the weekend training-wise and learning things? Would definitely be pirates, but sexually would be ninjas, definitely.
Fucking warped motherfucker.
Well, you know, because they have all the toys.
Probably a bit racial as well.
Flexibility. That's all I'm talking
He's
about.
talking
I've never seen a
the
female
south end of a
ninja.
nunchuck shoved up his bum.
You've never seen a female ninja.
No,
You're not meant to
see
see a ninja.
ninjas, Ben. You don't see ninjas.
I mean about
If there's
Exactly.
ninjas, you don't see them. So you only
Jinx,
see bad
make a wish.
ninjas. Okay, give us your serious one. Let me type it out. Or actually, yeah. You back?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry. It was like, people were like,
Okay.
we heard somebody was like, John's talking serious talk. And I was like, oh, I better leave. We don't need to hear all of John's conversation. Okay.
Are you
what
ready
is
for
it?
my second super secret? Super serious? Would you rather?
Let's hear it.
All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Would you rather never use social media again, or
Yes, that's
never
it.
watch
Yes.
another movie again?
Social media, done.
Social
Moving
media.
on.
Social
I hate
media.
social media.
But then that
With the
also
passion.
You say that. You say
also
that.
ends the show.
No, it doesn't.
What this
I don't
isn't
class
broadcasted
YouTube
as
on
social
social
media.
media.
I don't count it as that. I count social media as Facebook, WhatsApp, fucking Instagram, Snapchat, bullshit.
The website for the show counts as social media.
Technically,
It's an interaction model.
Yeah.
Hey, what's
It's
your
just
guys'
video
thoughts
chat
on
to
those
me.
kits? You guys never chimed in. Did you like the periwinkle blue?
it's not periwinkle blue. It's violet.
Oh
Oh,
man.
it's definitely not violet.
It
It's a
actually
Parma
looks like the
violet
kit
colour.
from a 1997 football show in England called Dream Team.
Comment.
It's
Harchester, yeah.
actually a dead ringer for the kit.
Yeah.
Sponsored by Sky.
Look
fucking
at Rob.
one,
I'm right
whatever
there
it
with
was.
Rob. All my followers would be devastated. Yeah. Listen, it's lilac and Mark. I was
Periwinkle blue.
if I
I
wasn't
thought
so busy today,
Rafinha looked good in it. That was the
you
only
were
player who
so
looked good in it.
angry about the or so.
I
upset
wasn't
about that.
angry. I just didn't care for it.
But listen, imagine.
You're gone. We lost them.
Sorry.
He's over here muting me. Imagine a little hottie wearing a tight little purple thing like that and going, "Come on, Mark, it's just a tap-in." Don't you like that purple kit yourself?
Come on.
Just a little tip.
It's just a tap-in. Just tap it
You
in.
know, if that's
Mark,
how they're
it's a
marketing
header.
it, then it
It's a
makes
free
sense, I
header.
guess.
Come on.
Oh.
That's not PG.
This is not water either.
At this point, I'm not even concerned about it.
Okay, let's go to I want you guys to see Mark's
Would I rather?
Would you rather? Right.
In all seriousness, though, I have seen worse Leeds kits.
I think I don't mind it at all.
Leeds
I
had one in like 1993 or something that is yellow and blue stripes. It's
You know, from last
it's
season,
interesting.
the third kit for United with the Paisley was pretty atrocious.
The zebra kit was awful.
There's a lot of third kits that are bad. Okay, Mark, would you rather wrestle Traore, and that's Adama Traore, or tell the Adele story every happy hour? Now, I don't want you to answer this, Mark. I want everybody else to answer this. How do you think Mark answered this? Oh, wait. Are you seeing the
Wrestle
answer?
Adele while explaining who she is to Traore.
Hey, par for the course. Par for the course. This show is off the fucking rails right now.
I think
I
Lauren
just
Michaels.
realised this says the answer.
I think Lauren Michaels is going to cancel us.
It absolutely says the
part
answer.
two
I
is
must
going
say,
the
though,
same way as part one. Then.
The biggest surprise about that is just adding the Adele story bit, because I knew for certain he'd wrestle Traore. Like, that was the definite part.
I would wrestle Adele and explain, while doing it, I would explain to Traore who Adele was. Because I bet you Traore just does not, he has no idea. He's trying to work on his finishing. He's like, I could give
Here's
two
the
shits
question.
about-
He's Spanish. He's from Spain.
He's been in England a while.
Yes.
Have you ever heard him talk? Like, I have no earthly idea what his accent is. Or
His
anything.
accent is very Ivory Coast.
Would it not be hilarious if he sounded like Mike Tyson?
He's yeah, man. Here's the thing: when you're playing Burnley, man, they go at you. But I put so much baby oil. That's not my best Mike Tyson. I've met Mike Tyson. I've interviewed him. I have photos
I'm having a
with him.
hard time
He's
dealing with why you're being
hilarious, by
so
the way.
disrespectful.
I watch
I come on your
Hot Boxing
show
with Mike Tyson.
and you just
It's-
want to
it's
be
good.
disrespectful. You're lucky I don't break your head.
No.
He
We
just
said-
gets stoned with guys. It's a funny show.
I was interviewing Mike Tyson. I was in the boxing ring with him. I had the camera. He's like doing stuff, training like that. And then, and we're making a video about how kids can train the way Mike Tyson trained as a kid, things like that. And so we're like, okay, Mike, if there's what would you do different? Talk to the kids and tell them, like, in your career, what would you have done different earlier in your career?
Soul bringing it savage in the comment section. Sorry to interrupt.
U.S. withdrawal from Afghanistan was more in control than this show. Absolutely. But Mike Tyson says to us, he goes, "Oh, that's easy. That's easy. I would absolutely have taken human growth hormones because when I was younger, I needed to be bigger. And if I was bigger, I would have been the best earlier. And you need to be the biggest and the best. So yeah, human growth hormones." Well, we can't use that. Are we done now? I would like to get home to my pigeons.
Speaking of pigeons, have you seen Mike Tyson Mysteries?
Yes.
Norm Macdonald plays the pigeon. It is
Fantastic.
amazing.
Okay.
Well, played, I should say.
Okay, guys, just to right this ship, we decided to add more people to the party. So Chris is now here. What's going on, Chris?
Hey, Chris.
What's up? Girl just went down. Sorry to be late.
No, it's fantastic having you. And better late than never.
Yeah,
Yeah.
3
You
minutes.
gotta be
This
careful.
is our second show of the night.
Yeah, I'm in Fergie time right now.
Yeah, you got to be careful jumping on the show and saying the girl just went down, because we were talking about those purple kits, and the show is off the rails already. So you got to be careful what you say right now.
Yeah. Are you talking about third kits?
We were talking
that
about the
leads
leads.
thirds kit is terrible.
Is it purple and green or what?
No, it's just
Just
flat
lilac.
out. It's flat out periwinkle blue.
Lilac.
Why is the show
No,
off the
purple and
rails?
green is last year's away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who screwed this show up?
Check your fucking pick.
I'm not on that
Jimmy
list.
trying to match Soul in savagery.
What did Jimmy say? Put it up on the screen, one of you directors.
I like monitoring the comment section on behalf of the show.
She said no, Tyson.
I get it on a delay because I ain't got it on the phone, and then I've got it on the screen, but it's like 30 seconds behind. So
Oh, don't worry, that's still just as savage, even if it was a minute behind.
One
The
day
show's
they'll
off
play
the
this
loop
show in
tonight.
court.
Ask the lady if 30 seconds mattered.
do you know what the mad thing is? James isn't even on now, and it was all normal with James. Fucking James goes, it's gone to shit. He was in a bad mood with Leeds tonight. I didn't agree with him. I think he's panicking way too early.
I was tempted
He would
to
sell Calvin Phillips.
I was
Did he
tempted
sell
to ask
Calvin
him
Phillips?
if he believed the season ended after 8 games.
Yeah,
5 games in.
What's that?
With 5 games in, we're not the only
the next
team
match
that has
for
won.
Leeds is West Ham.
Yeah, I think that's
There's
going to be
about,
a tough
about
game.
4 or 5 teams that haven't won yet.
Feel free to
We
talk.
haven't hit a
Yeah,
gear
yeah,
yet.
there's 5.
Yeah, like 12 through 20 right
Yeah,
now
we're
is
competing with each
some
other.
weak sauce right now. I think there's plenty of
we
time.
need a
we
run
would've-
where we've got
if
the
we'd have
full
won
team
tonight,
together.
we'd have gone 12.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look,
Yeah, I
it's far
definitely
too
think
early
like
to
down,
start
It's not
you
a
know,
judging teams.
disaster. Keep in
depending on
mind,
where
a lot
you
of the
finish.
teams around us won't play the top teams yet.
Yeah.
You've
No.
got these hidings to come.
They kept saying on Sky as well, oh, Leeds have had this many shots against them on target. Yeah, we've faced fucking Everton, Man United and Liverpool. How many shots do you expect us to? Do you know, we play open football. Just idiotic comments for me from pundits and
Well,
Yeah,
there's
but
still a
keep
lot
in
of
mind,
football left.
They
I don't think
don't
we're
watch.
stories.
I don't think
They don't watch.
1-1 Newcastle, I don't think is a bad result.
No,
Like,
not
I
an away
would-
result, it isn't. No, I agree.
Don't get me wrong.
Okay.
If you asked me before the game what I want, I'd say obviously a Leeds win. But there was when
Of course you
Newcastle
would.
scored, but when Newcastle scored, I sat there thinking this could turn very nasty very quickly. So it turned out that keeping it at 1-1 was actually quite a good outcome, in my opinion.
Right.
Oh, I thought
Again,
Melia kept us in the game.
I'll tell you guys, I'm echoing that, Ben. Meslier has been
He
your
didn't get a
best
mention
player
tonight.
this entire season. This
I
entire
mentioned
season,
him.
Meslier has kept you.
Of course,
Had those 3 points that you have
he's
can-
earned them.
nearly all be attributed to Meslier because you should have lost this game because your shots that were saved were worse than their shots that were saved.
Oh, theirs were a lot more dangerous and they looked
Theirs
a lot
were-
more threatening
theirs
attacking
were
than we
goals.
did. We
I'm
might
not
have
certain
had
I
more shots,
100% agree. I mean, Firpo needs to start practicing shooting from 2 yards out.
but he needs to start
Why, he's
learning
a
how to
defender.
overlap as well.
Did
I
you
mean,
guys
when,
see
when
him
Somerville
running?
come on, Somerville was like a midfielder.
I watched
I
him a
don't
lot.
think he was terrible.
I watched him a lot at Betis under K. Setien, and he was awesome.
I
And
think
he went to
got
Barca.
better.
He went to
No, but
Barca.
what made the miss worse was the fact that he actually had the time to flick it up and then fire it over the bar. It wasn't like
after he
I
set
know
the
it
move
happened. I know it happened in the blink of an eye and all this, and like I'm not in the situation, and it weren't me, and what would I have done and all this, but I would have buried it because I'm a star. But anyway,
I think the
more
blood just
importantly,
rushed to his head. He just
I thought you were
seen
asking
goal
me a
and then
question
bang.
with those eyes.
no, it was just disappointing
Jesus.
because he had the time
This
to
is
bury it.
good.
It wasn't first time shot after he fucked it up. He literally had a second to go, I set this up for myself and then bang it into the goal. Goalkeeper's never going to stop it.
In his defence, he's a left back.
But he was a very good attacking left wing back at Betis.
He needs to learn the system. Clearly, he's got potential. He got a little bit better in the game. I thought his passings have it's off.
Can we just appreciate? Thank you so much. Can we just appreciate the run that he made? I forget when it was. Nothing came of it, but he's running and somehow keeps beating everybody. Firpo, this is who we're talking
He's
about.
got pace, yeah.
No, he looked like he had.
Oh,
I
when
don't-
he was out of gas at the end of it, when he was bursting a lung. Yeah,
Like-
yeah.
A fucking Hulk Hogan on his back or something. and then he was like about to pass and then realized the defender dropped off and he's like, oh shit, I beat you? And then he kept going and the next one he's like, oh shit, I beat him too? Fucking hell. It was like he had cement shoes and just kept being surprised every time he beat somebody and then he got to the box. thought
Sorry,
it was
Lolo,
hilarious.
I have to say this. In his defence on the miss, because I feel I have to be balanced on this, it should never have even got as far as the ball falling to him. Because Rafinha,
Rafinha
when the ball
first
fell
time.
to him, he
First
should
time.
have just buried it immediately. But instead, he was
Yeah,
like,
he
you know
took a
what? It's
touch.
Newcastle. I'm going to have 20 seconds on the ball. You're not going to have 20 seconds on the ball in the Premier League.
Oh, is that in the second half when you couldn't
No,
shoot
no.
it fast
And
enough?
end
That
of
was
the
just,
first
it was immediately after Newcastle scored. That's what made it worse.
I'm going to do something I'm going to really regret, and it's a tactical suggestion in front of a bunch of Leeds fans who have one of the best tactical coaches that there is. What about Rafinha through the middle?
I agree.
James on the right, Harrison on the left. No natural striker, kind of like the way Liverpool play. They all run like crazy, and then you can bring Firpo into the attack. You can
Or even play him on his natural wing so we get a result of a cross sometimes. Swap, maybe have a free roll. Because I just think sometimes he always cuts in.
Rafinha's best partnership is when he's actually on the same wing as Ayling.
Mm.
Their work on the right is the best possible combination for Rafinha. But with the injuries we have, you can't have that because Ayling has to play centre back.
Yeah, I thought Rafinha was brilliant today.
Oh, he played a lot better today. He turned up today.
Why?
Yeah, I didn't see that.
Off?
I think maybe because he's
your
nursing
best
a knee injury.
No, he's injured.
He's nursing an injury, yeah.
That was planned the whole time. Was he was going to play 60 minutes?
I have no idea. I mean,
That's
I
how
heard
desperate
rumblings
we
in
were.
the social media, but I didn't hear anything about. I didn't read anything about it.
Because why would you bring him off if he wasn't injured?
There was murmur on Leeds chats that he was injured and he might not be playing, and they even mentioned on Sky Sports that he had a knock on his knee. So,
because he certainly weren't brought off because he was shit.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought Somerville was ignored in some good positions, and they switched it to the other wing when he was open. The guy can take players on. I've watched him in the 23s.
I thought he looked great.
The guy's got skills.
He was legit.
They seemed to give him the ball a bit in positions where he couldn't really do anything with it.
Yeah, where he had to look for the pass and
where they were already in a position to double up on him.
So that's a good point, Gary Keith. Harrison has COVID, so he can't play Rafa in the middle for now. Rafa has a knock. Greetings from New Zealand. What's up from New Zealand?
Play Somerville on the left one.
Yeah.
Yeah, play Somerville on the left. And clearly it's not in Bielsa's plans right away because he's not.
I think I heard rumors though
when this goddamn Rodrigo thing.
When he signed Rafinha, I heard that Bielsa said he sees him as a number 10.
I think he would prefer to be there. Look at the shot he took tonight.
He should be.
Was it a cross? Yeah, it was a cross.
Leeds have got an injury list bigger than our victim list.
He should be allowed to go wherever on the pitch he wants to go.
But then that's another criticism into why we didn't buy a couple of utility or squad players to fight. I think £25 million was wasted on Dan James. We could have got two players. We could have got better wingers.
I said that in the comment section, and I was getting beaten up for it.
No, I agree. I think we could have got Lewis O'Brien and a couple of the wingers that were being noted about. Maybe not Noah Lang. But
I don't think Dan James is a bad footballer. That's not my issue.
Georgian kid.
I don't think that's a bad price for him.
We bought Daniel James purely because they tried to buy him before, got fucked over, and they wanted to almost go to Swansea. We still ended up with him. Go fuck yourself.
Twice the price.
Yeah.
Mr. Thomas say that their injury list is bigger than his victim list?
I did say that.
Oh,
I provide Easter eggs. My comedy is very layered. Like little things.
Like, no. I think Mr. Tom got it. Mr. Tom definitely got it.
Just don't eat stew at Tom's house.
Don't eat stew. No, because stew was last week anyway. Stuart.
I know you guys are
No,
talking about it.
Stu's in stew and dumplings, casserole.
No, I know. I'm talking
If you
about
think it
stew,
tastes a
stew.
bit brainy, it might be.
I'm looking forward to Wolves Brentford tomorrow morning.
I
Yeah, it
have
should be a
already
good
set
one.
my alarm. I think it's going to be a very, very good match.
Oh, me
On
too.
a plus
I've
note,
already.
I had Saint Maximin and Rafinha in my team this week, so I'm off to
Nice.
I'm off to 13 points.
I had some Max to man too.
Well done there.
Although, to
But
be
I'm on
fair,
I
I only
took
played him.
-8. I took a -8 to get
I
Lukaku.
would have played Antonio, but
Yeah.
only I
But
could draft Antonio into my team and get him red carded immediately.
So you're
Yeah,
to blame.
hopefully you didn't get rid of him though, because he's got an absolutely fantastic set of fixtures coming up.
No, I just benched
he'll
him.
be great. I brought in Lukaku as well. I decided not to go for a wild card, but I had enough money in the bank that I got rid of Dominic Calvert-Lewin and was able to pull in Lukaku. Even though Lukaku has 2 matches right now, I think they play Spurs and then City, but Spurs have a depleted defense, and who's going to score? It's going to be Lukaku. And then they have City. That's going to be rough, but if someone scores, it's probably going to be Lukaku. And then their fixtures are like money.
I got rid of Mason Mount and wangled Calvin Phillips
He's not
and
finding
Lukaku.
Wait. Oh, for money reasons? For money? That's why you got rid of Mason Mount?
Yeah, just so I could make the money. No, I ended up with Phillips.
The problem with picking Chelsea players is they rotate too much, so you're not getting value for your money.
Yeah.
So Mason Mount will
I
start
originally
this week.
picked Silva. I originally had Silva, but then he didn't play for the first 3 weeks. So what was the point in having him? And then I took him out, and then they played him. Because of course they did.
Yeah. Guys, so you Leeds fans, Gary Keith right here asked, what was Dallas doing on the build-up to their goal? Looked like an ailing flop. Stuart Dallas is being lost in the shuffle right now because he's having to cover so many holes. What do you guys think about Stuart Dallas this season? Can Stuart Dallas do anything wrong in your mind?
I think he's
been such a god.
No, he can. Everyone can. I mean, at the end of the day, you're not guaranteed your place in my eyes. And I think his standards are a bit lower than last season.
Leeds fans are very, what have you done for me lately?
All clubs, all fans.
For example,
all fans.
But for example, for last month, Rodrigo has been considered shit in the eyes of Leeds fans. But tonight, Rodrigo's class and his quality. And
I thought he was shit tonight as well.
I don't think he was quality today.
I thought he did 2 things well tonight. The dummy on the goal was class. That was it for me, and maybe a decent pass out
I've
wide.
actually defended him. I've defended that man quite a bit.
It's not his fault in that position. I agree. He's not a central midfielder. He's a square peg in a round hole, and I don't think. I think he was a panic buy.
No,
it's because
I'm not going to take that, Ben. I'm not going to take that anymore. People saying Rodrigo. The thing about Rodrigo, he's not a midfielder. He's a striker. He's not a midfielder. He's an out-and-out striker. He's a striker.
He's not an out-and-out. He's a second striker.
He's a right shadow striker.
Fucks up his shots every single time. Every single shot he has, he fucks up.
His natural position is the same position Rafinha plays. Had they known that they were going to get Rafinha, they would have never bought Rodrigo. I just don't think they ever bought a million.
So,
I said this last week. Rodrigo was bought.
You've got your cover.
Yeah.
Then you've got
Rodrigo was bought to play up front.
Yeah, he was, because they didn't expect Bamford to have a season like he had.
No, but people
and they didn't expect Bamford to be such a big piece of the jigsaw.
Yeah.
Can we talk about that shot?
It's what people don't want to talk about.
Can we talk about that fucking great layoff?
It was
Patrick
poor shot.
Bamford, and they're like, "Oh, he lost his footing." The fuck? There was nobody around. You want a perfect?
He rushed it. And
Yeah.
I think a lot. That's what Leeds
Sometimes-
are in the final third. They're rushing it. They're trying to. There's no composure.
Sometimes I think with Patrick Bamford, and people may say it's unfair or it's easy to say this after the fact, but sometimes I think he ends up in situations where he doesn't actually think he's going to get the shot off, but he does.
Mm.
Like he thinks he
And that's a
hasn't
bad
got the
striker.
time and space, but he thinks he hasn't got the time or space that he ends up with.
And then
So
you
then
look
he does
at,
what he thinks is a half shot, but really there was no one near him.
and then you look at people like Lukaku, who always think they have the shot. That's the difference. Bamford
that's
needs
why-
to
that's-
always think he has the shot.
That's why we paid 7 and they paid whatever they paid.
Right.
You know who else always thinks he has the shot is Chris. You know, a FIFA team.
899 goals in 778 games. All right.
1 goal.
I take
And
the
what
shot.
and what league are you in?
Fifth.
Fifth. The fifth.
Yeah, but I think we win twice tonight and we're up. So
Exactly.
back into League
somebody
Two.
Somebody says, yeah, Scott Newby here. Dan James got absolutely clobbered.
I'm
No,
sick
I
of the
can explain
refereeing.
that. I can officially explain that. They basically phoned up Jurgen Klopp and went, Jurgen, what's the outcome? And he went, no penalty. So that was it. Move on.
Send him off. Fuck. I'm sick of the non-transparency with the refereeing. It should be like rugby league, mic'd up. The refereeing is dubious in this league and it needs addressing.
Fine.
It's
And to be
corrupt.
fair,
I don't know.
To be
It's
fair,
the
Premier League done-
Daryl DK. Daryl
Mike
Dyke.
Dean did save us tonight, though, to be fair to him.
He did,
Because if
but
he
I'm
hadn't
sorry.
if he hadn't insisted on being the star of the show, he wouldn't have been in the way for what possibly would have been a goal.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he should have sent Firpo off.
Why?
Why? Because he held the player back when he sort of blagged it that he'd slipped.
Oh,
he
is that when he
pulled
grabbed
him
his
back.
pants? He
Yeah.
grabbed his shorts.
No, that was No, he got booked.
I was
for-
surprised that wasn't a card.
It was on the halfway line. He fell, but he held his waist, and he'd already been booked, and he should have sent
Do
him
you
off.
think,
Yeah.
sorry, gentlemen, do you think we're ever going to be in a situation where Burnley foul a player and then the referee books the other team's player for having the audacity to be fouled by the Burnley player?
Oh, yes.
Wait till tomorrow.
Right away, I was saying no, because I didn't know you were going the Mr. Tom direction. But
There's always a
Now-
Mr. Tom direction.
Absolutely. that was very well put. But yeah, how has Burnley kept all of their players when there's been so many red cards? Burnley absolutely demolish people left and right. But
We'll
it's like,
find out
it's
tomorrow.
okay. That's how they play.
There's no
I
team
love
I
how
want
people will-
relegated more than Burnley.
I love
Yeah,
how
and the
people
two
say
kicks in the head.
Burnley have not had a
Martin.
red card in 90 games. That must mean they're a clean team. God, fuck off.
Yeah.
And that statement must mean you don't watch football, you fucking twat. Sorry, John gave me a huge glass of tequila, so sailor mouth.
Villa Martin, I was wondering the same thing, man. Those were a couple of real high kicks.
The two
And I
kicks
was
in the head. How do you get kicked in the head and not get a card?
Have you got a filter
It
on?
happened
or
twice.
like a
Wasn't
take
one
on
of
me
them
filter?
low where Rodrigo was leading down kind of thing?
I don't know
Yeah,
about
but if
that.
Shaka did that, it's a red card. Mark?
Probably.
Yeah, but didn't we establish with Sol in the comment section that that's rewarding Arsenal?
That what?
You guys
Sending
better
off
kill-
Shaka.
Please kill
It's a
Burnley
reward,
tomorrow.
isn't it?
Just kill Burnley tomorrow. Just destroy him.
Arsenal v Burnley is actually one of those matches where, regardless of the outcome, something will happen that you're quite happy about. Because obviously, Burnley getting spanked is obviously great because no one likes Burnley. Arsenal getting spanked by Burnley is great because then you get the banter Arsenal. And if it's a draw, no one's happy.
It's feeling like a draw. Oh, I just
Lolo's on dial-up. So, from where I'm stood, it looks like. Do you know the Take on Me video, the aha, where it goes into like the sketch mode?
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Yeah, that's what it looks like, man.
It's like he's in an
I
aha
thought it
video.
was.
Yeah.
Is he cranking?
Is that an
No,
intentional
I think you should
filter,
send
or
John to put 50p in the basement.
is that an intentional filter, or is there just weed smoke everywhere?
Hey. I'm
Haze.
in John's house, okay? If you can't see him because I'll knock my beer over. There he is.
I thought you were drinking tequila.
We are.
I drank it and then I filled my glass with beer.
Oh, wait, but that was.
Now Nick's frozen.
Because he's drinking that beer.
I like how you and Nick are like
It's because the filter ended.
reflected over the black line between the two of you. Like the hats are pointed slightly in the opposite direction. Black shirts. Your teams both suck.
Hey, easy. Mine's just slightly better.
How is it still? I'm now plugged into the internet, but John, I still have this take on me.
That's it. This will be known
Don't you
as the
think it's
aha
rather
episode.
polite of Chris? It's really polite of Chris to not actually roast us for Sunday's performance.
The aha.
Yeah,
You know
Chris
what?
needs to shut up.
I like that you guys always come to play. Like, you don't, I mean, maybe a kid, like, Bielsa's just not going to park the bus ever. Like,
No,
this is
I
not,
like, that's
like,
what I like.
he knows that.
Do you know what upset me about Jurgen Klopp in that? And we're not going to go over the red card or the performance or anything, but what actually upset me that no one seems to bring up is he insisted our player gets sent off, allegedly, but really he did.
Yeah.
But you were already 2-0 up. You were in no danger of losing the game, sorry. We were atrocious before it, we were atrocious after it, and it was just, why do you need our player sent off?
He broke 3 rules that he should have been booked or sent off for: touching the referee, abusing the 4th official, and standing on the pitch.
I could
And
understand it if we were winning or the game was tight.
Mostly what he's done is gotten LASIK surgery so he doesn't wear the fucking glasses that are iconic. That's his biggest.
Yeah,
biggest
that's his big.
problem.
And he
I
got
like
his
the
teeth
guy,
fixed.
but I'm starting not to like the guy. He's always on the fucking pitch moaning at the referee.
He's
Get a
feeling
grip,
he's feeling the pressure of success.
So my whole problem with the foul on Harvey Elliott was
It's a
is that-
foul. It's a yellow card in my mind. He did have 1 foot in front, 1 foot in back. It was a scissor tackle. Like,
So
But
let
the
me ask
problem
you,
is,
Chris.
it doesn't matter because he waved no foul.
That's what I'm saying, Chris.
How can it
When
go
was the
from no
whistle
foul with
blown?
no VAR to a red
yeah, but
card?
VAR made the red card call.
No, they didn't.
No.
No,
It
VAR
was
didn't.
the red
officially
card
announced
call
that it was
came.
an on-field
That's what the
decision.
announcer said.
It was
No,
an
it was the
on-field
announcer.
decision.
So how
Jurgen
can you go
Klopp
from not
walked
calling
over
a
to
foul
him, and then
to
it
red
mysteriously
card?
turned into a red.
All right.
Klopp
what's
was
absurd
on
about
the
it.
pitch before the whistle was even blown. And I love
The
I-
game
I
only
think
came to
Jurgen
a
Klopp
stop
is a
because the
fantastic-
videos ran on.
It still should have been a yellow, no matter what. Even if they didn't, if they waited it off,
Look,
it was not a good
If
tackle.
he'd have,
fuck the
if he'd
refereeing
have give a
decision, right?
if he'd have give
It's
a
the
yellow,
appeal.
everyone would have been fine.
Why
And
did the
hold
appeal
on,
get
hold
rejected?
on.
Reminds me of that
Guys.
tackle. Remember, it was like when Son tackled that guy and he got hurt. Who was the Everton
When he
player?
kicked him
Yeah, I
in the
know you're
ball.
talking about.
Andre Gomez, and they gave I don't like outcome based cards. Like
Nobody
That's
does.
what. Look,
That's what
this
it
is
was.
what I was arguing with Mark about, and Saring right here just said it was the ref decision after he saw the injury. In the rules, injury does not matter. if it's a legal tackle and you break your fucking leg,
Wasn't
it's
a legal
still not a
tackle, it was
foul.
from
I don't think it was a good
I know.
tackle.
Wait.
Sorry,
tackle
sorry,
was from
this
behind.
is important.
Wait. I'm
Oh.
saying in my fucking, I'm plugged into the internet here and I'm still like all fucking psychedelic, but it doesn't matter. If it's a clean tackle and you end up breaking your leg, that does not mean it becomes a foul. So there should be no injury doesn't play into it.
Okay.
It's intention and
But it
it's
wasn't a good
danger.
tackle.
But the injury
same risk in
factually
all-
didn't
all
play
tackles.
into it.
But Chris, on the field, no whistle. When was the whistle actually blown? The whistle was blown after people were on the field attending to Harvey Elliott. Now, should
That's
they be
fine.
attending to him? Yes, they should.
Yes.
But the whistle was, the ref looked and brushed it off. So how does
But he
that?
wasn't-
How does a
He
no
wasn't
call
sent. He
become a red
wasn't sent
card?
off
I'm
because of
not
the
saying
injury.
it should be called a red card. I'm saying it should have originally been called a yellow. It wasn't.
There you go.
But
So how does a no call become a red card without VAR? He did not go and look at VAR.
Exactly.
He did
didn't.
not look
Exactly.
at anything.
No, but the issue
US
that
announcer
people in
said
football
VAR
have,
told him in his ear, red immediately. Was what the
Yeah.
US-based announcer said.
he didn't
And-
look at the injury and then give red. He gave red immediately after Jurgen Klopp had talked to him. That's
I
what
know,
people
but
have
he
an
was-
issue
He
with.
had VAR in his ear, though.
Okay.
He had Klopp in his ear.
He had Klopp in his ear, but he had VAR in his ear.
Yeah, Klopp
But
was on the phone
if-
to VAR as well when they transferred him.
And I'm fucking sorry, but
Not
you
even
as a
the
ref-
yellow is, I'm sorry, is crazy.
You as a-
most.
you as a referee, if VAR is telling you it's a straight red, and there's medical attention going on,
Well, look
you
at-
know there's a break in play, go fucking look
Burnley
at it.
tried to kill Richarlison literally a day later, and nothing happened.
I see the VAR and who's in charge.
Sorry, Liz.
Is that why Villa get all the calls?
Got to take our hats off to Liz. Sorry, love. Yeah, Our Majesty and all that. Yeah,
We've got Liz, you've got Megan.
she's a good woman. Even if she is harbouring a paedophile allegedly.
I've met him twice.
Peter File. Your name is
Prince
Peter
Andrew.
File.
Prince Andrew. I've met him twice when I was in the army.
Yeah.
Mm.
Did he offer you
In
to go
Rotherham.
to Paedophile Island?
No, I was 19, so I was neither here or there for him, really.
I guess going back to this and think what you want about Klopp and whether he got his way or not. I think 20 out of 20 managers do the exact same thing. Anyone who thinks otherwise is full of shit.
The 20 out of 20 referees do the same thing.
No, that's the referee's issue, not Klopp's.
Mm.
I'm not certain you'd have seen Bielsa storm onto that field and demand that Harvey Elliott be sent off if it happened to strike.
Yeah, he's not temperamental at all.
No, he just sees the game how it is.
He's incredibly animated, but I don't think he would actually storm onto the field like that. If he was to storm onto the field like that, it would be to actually beat someone up, as opposed to influence a decision. I mean, it ain't happened, so we can't say for certain, but I don't know.
I don't know. I'm
The
saying
important thing,
Definitely, Sol, definitely.
it's kind of like when every player lies about who the ball went off of or whether
Yeah,
they
that's cheating for me, yeah. Every team cheats.
like to me
Scott Newby. Oh,
to
very
me
good, very good.
the blame lies with the ref. Should have went to VAR and made his decision. Should have went to the video and made his decision based off of that.
I love a controversial joke. Sorry, Chris.
No.
So I was enjoying the ambience of Scott's joke.
They should make a celebrity death match in real life and make Prince Andrew fight. Jemima, but
I tell you what is good to see though, with the playing
For
with
the
play on
Americans that
of
don't
the
know,
accent.
sorry.
I don't know who Jemima Begum is.
Yeah, I have no idea who that is.
When she was about 15, she left England to go to join ISIS, and then
In Syria.
basically decided she no longer wants to be part of ISIS, and she wanted to come back to England. And England were like,
Fuck
no.
off.
But a lot of people in England also think, you should let her. She was 15, and it's a bit of an issue.
She's from Bradford, next to Leeds.
But for the sake of our non-English or British viewers, that is who she is, and that is why she's qualified potentially to fight Prince Andrew in Celebrity Deathmatch.
For her citizenship back.
Sorry, Ben, to interrupt, but I thought
No,
that
that's all right.
might be important to explain.
Celebrity Deathmatch should be revived.
Yeah, that was class, wasn't it?
I
Let's get
enjoyed
it
it.
on. Anyway, my point
what was the
being
name
was-
of the ref? Mills Lane?
Mills Lane,
Yeah, Mills Lane, yeah.
They actually got him to do the voice, didn't they? They had
Sounds
to, actually, because it was sounding really good, like really authentic.
Yeah.
I think it was.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah, my point anyway was with the good thing about football and the lacks of the slack of refereeing, so to speak, is you're actually watching players have to get up when they're rolling around on the floor, and they have a look and realise that the ball's in the other end, and it's cut that out tremendously, because there's nothing worse than watching someone get knocked to the floor with a little fairy tap and then roll around like they've been shot.
Right. Yeah. In fact, didn't we see something where Bamford and who was it? They were accusing, accused
Yeah, he
Bamford
slipped.
of
It
flopping.
was Matt Ritchie.
Yeah.
But he said he slipped. But it was more the point. I seen one of their players.
Because he was
fell
already
over on the
going for him,
halfway
like,
line.
you dived, you fucker.
Yeah.
And Bamford was like, I didn't dive, I fell over.
A few times today, he said play on, and they were just about to start rolling around, and then just got straight back up.
I wonder what
It's
top
like-
5 league has the best referees.
While Matt Ritchie
Much
had
better.
Rafina's eyes on his
all right.
finger.
Yeah. Much better.
All right, sorry guys, had to reboot the computer to get rid of the "Take on Me" filter. What are you guys talking about?
Why would you want to get rid of it? It was excellent. It
It was
added
kind of
character.
annoying. It was kind of annoying. I don't have enough character.
I never said that. You can never have
No
too
one would
much
ever say
character.
that. I don't think anyone
No.
would say that.
It's so good to talk to you guys.
I got a great
today.
still shot, screenshot of you when you froze on the bike.
Did I? Because
Yeah.
in my head, I never froze
It's on the
bike.
WhatsApp. I sent it on the WhatsApp.
Oh shit! On my head, I never froze on the bike, so I was probably talking. That's awesome. That was. I feel like I should do a show every week from the bike. It was a lot of fun.
From
It
the
made your
bike
journey
with
go
Lolo.
quicker.
I'm sure it sounded terrible, but
It's a
Yeah, it
shame
sounded
you're not
pretty good,
lesbian.
actually.
Genuinely a shame you're not lesbian, because then you could be dyke on a bike. Allegedly.
That's
welcome
froze
back to the bike
for about-
football
for about
fans.
10
I'm the
minutes.
Dyke
Not
on
that
the
there's
Bike.
anything
Lolo,
wrong with that. My lawyers have instructed me to say.
Oh my god!
Sorry, you don't say lawyers anymore, do you? My legal team.
Right.
It's more intimidating if you say team.
I prefer solicitor.
That's prostitution.
Prostitution. Hey, do you guys use the term arrears?
Arrears is in debt, yeah.
Yeah.
As in you owe.
You're
Yeah.
we
in
don't
arrears.
use that,
In
do
arrears.
we?
You're in debt.
John. we
Yeah,
don't
you only
really
tend to use it if you actually are the one that's in arrears, though.
arrears.
Yeah.
Right.
Is
I
that
never
a is
use
that
it.
a
It's
term?
illegal.
It's a legal term, but do we use it here much?
Yeah.
A little bit.
And
I hope we don't. One hopes that they don't
Listen,
use
hon.
that term.
If you're looking to get in the arrears, it's not me. It's her down the road. I'm not here. I don't know.
Yeah, but if you wanted to use arrears in a sentence, you would say, it was really nice of Scarlett Johansson to let me do her in her rears.
That sounds like her ears.
Oh, areas.
Your ears.
Allegedly.
They're pretty.
areas.
They're kind of. They're substantial ears.
In her ears? In arrears.
Her rears.
No, we're
got multiple?
watching some programs.
Yes.
Okay, so are we actually? So when you guys said you, Jesus, I look happy.
I'm a real
going through the-
boy.
Was that the
I'm a big
moment before
boy.
you got hit by the atomic bomb and then turned into a superhero?
Look at me go.
I'm back.
There's no turning back for you.
Oh man, Saul, you're killing it today, Saul. She wouldn't let me come in her face and insisted I went in arrears. You got to read this one really fast. It doesn't work grammatically, but if you read it really fast, it works. Anyway, who is people getting mad over here?
Sorry.
I'm gonna stop clicking.
No, go ahead.
No, I'm trying to get the trivia back. I wrote 8 questions. We might as well get them.
Let's get ready for the show to fuck up again.
Right.
It's already there, man.
Question
It's
1: Is
already
Bielsa
there.
God? Yes or no?
No.
Wrong.
Would you rather say
Uh-uh.
Bielsa is a god or say that he's not a god?
I would rather say, wait, come again?
Bielsa or Arteta?
To quote
For
the
what?
Blessed Virgin
For
At
Mary.
a barbecue,
For
Bielsa.
Arsenal. For
At a
Arsenal.
barbecue, Bielsa, 100%.
At a museum, Arteta.
At a museum, Arteta. At something boring, Arteta.
Funeral.
Arteta did an advert once, but I can't remember what it was for.
I
But it's
remember
probably
the
out
advert.
there.
It was some at the Arsenal fucking.
Probably
You would-
something to do with his hair.
Do you think he wishes he took the Everton job instead of the Arsenal job?
Nah.
I'm sure his accountant doesn't.
Yeah.
Saying that, Everton love throwing money at people for no reason either. So
And listen, Everton beat Burnley, so maybe this is all coming around.
Everton are currently paying James Rodriguez to sit on Twitch. Other websites are available.
Oh, I like that one video that was like they were asking friends of James. He was playing like FIFA or something, and they're like, they asked him what his thoughts were on the game, and he was like, "Who are we playing?"
Yeah, he didn't know they were playing that
Because
week.
he doesn't even fucking know who they're playing that week.
Right.
What is James doing right now? Like, what is he actually doing right now?
No
Probably
one
complaining about his
trying
rating on
to
FIFA.
get his way out of the team.
Probably
I have no
mimicking
idea.
Mark's robot.
Here's a good question:
Yeah, he's a-
Arteta
he's a-
or
he's a dying
Vieira as
breed, man.
Arsenal?
The 10 is
Man.
gone. What?
Arteta or Vieira? Well, right now I would take Arteta because
He's proven.
yeah, proven.
But yeah, we could answer that Arsenal manager question, or we could do an even better. Would you rather? Would you rather have police hunting you down for a crime you didn't commit, or a serial killer actually hunting you?
A serial killer, because
Serial
I have
killer.
a better chance of fighting him and winning, or her and winning, than I do the legal system.
Yeah, the serial killer. You get to be a
100%.
hero.
Yeah, and I can like fight and kill a serial killer. The legal system, I've done too many crime shows. I don't know if you guys know this about me, but I've shot a lot of I've been to like 20 prisons in the country, and I've interviewed death row inmates and killers and all this stuff. And the biggest at the best advice that I've been given throughout all of that, from the guards, from the inmates, from everybody having to do with the legal system, is do not ever go to prison for anything. Don't get arrested for anything, because once you go, they make it very hard to get out of that system.
Yeah,
You're
for
just
sure.
slave labor, aren't you? You're just
Once you
earning
get
money
there,
for
it's
Walmart.
very hard to get out.
And so, like, met a guy who was in prison for 18 years and didn't do it and got out, but his whole life was fucked. You know, like, it doesn't matter after that. You're a convicted felon. It got turned over. It doesn't matter. You spent the last 18 years in jail. So, yeah, I would absolutely take my chances with a serial killer over the U.S. legal system, any legal system, to be honest. But
Corrupt legal systems.
yeah, they're all corrupt. So, guys, I want to see if you guys can get some of these. So let's forget about the would you rather, but the club nickname origin stories and the Ronaldo. Jeez. Okay. No, nobody.
Yeah, let's do
Fuck
it.
off, all of
We'll
you.
take Ronaldo G's for 500.
For 500. Here we go. Remember, these are famous Ronalds or Ronaldos or Ron. Maybe Messi left because this guy's name was too close to his rival's name. This should have been like
Ronaldinho.
Ronaldinho.
Maybe
Messi
Messi.
left when Ronaldinho
Ronald
came
Koeman.
in.
Oh, right.
Ronald Koeman.
Thank you very much, Ben. Stoop crew for 500 points.
Is there a ding ding ding?
Oh, you get minus 100 for not saying ding ding ding.
Oh,
That's
the,
what
the
John-
rules,
No.
the rules.
No, John said that. John said that.
No, did
No,
I?
no. I think I hit.
I think you should give Ben the points.
I think
Okay.
Saul gets points for his comment.
But we'll take
Ronaldo
400.
Jizz. Back on that.
We'll
Oh,
take famous
geez.
Ronald.
Sword. I'll take Ronaldo Jizz for 400.
Yeah, that's not my name.
That escalated quickly.
Can you guys pick an actual topic, please?
Oh, God, I'll tell you, with club nickname origins for 500.
Turd Ferguson.
Yeah, I'm going with Jimmy here. Nicknames 500, please. Here we go. The county is the birthplace of hunting this animal, with Hugo Maynell establishing his pack of hounds there in the 18th century.
Derby.
So listen, it's
Leicester.
a nickname.
Leicester, the Foxes.
There you go, Ben. On a tear, 1,000 points already.
I hear him.
Sorry, guys. Can I do one more? Would you rather? And it's a football one. I promise. It's a football one.
Let's
But you
hear
got to do it from the context that you are a footballer.
Gotcha.
Would you rather shit yourself on the pitch, or
Everybody.
run off to the toilet, but your team concedes a goal?
Shit myself on the pitch.
Wait, do we win if I shit myself on the pitch?
It's
don't
implied that
concede a
you
goal.
don't concede the goal.
We don't concede the goal.
You may concede
good.
4 other goals at another time. I don't know, but it's implied that you don't concede the goal
So, okay,
when
you're
you choose to shit
implying,
yourself.
you're implying that I am that important.
Yeah, but the plus side is once you've shit yourself, you've got all the space you need.
Because nobody's going to come up and mark you.
Can I just tell you a
Right,
story?
'cause you
before
done
you
marked
answer?
yourself.
Uh-oh.
Can I tell you
Because
a little story
you
before
play
you
for the
answer?
whites, but now you play for the whites and browns.
When I was 11, I played a school game, and there was a massive in the middle of the pitch. There was a massive puddle, full centre circle. So I did a Jurgen Klinsmann head first dive through the middle of the pitch, and about 10 minutes later, the opposition's PE teacher came over to us and says, "We're not playing on this pitch, guys. We're over there. There's been a sewage leak on this pitch."
Oh.
Fucking stunk the whole game.
Wow.
I'm not.
On that note, I'm gonna go get a beer.
I'm really pleased that I brought this to the table.
Look at it. Look at Saul. Be careful, Ben. This is going live.
I don't care. We've all got to have a story.
Have they got VAR? Okay, so let's get back on this one.
Yes, my apologies. I just had to get that out. I had to. I'm sorry.
Do whatever you want, man. It's happy hour. Okay. Do I have the right one up? Yes, I do. Ooh. Here we go. Okay, guys, go ahead and pick another one.
Tom?
Would you rather 500?
I think that is...
That's the nudgy question.
Of course, this is his actual statement that he texted to me was of course, Tuchel for Ollie. Not in a million years would I admit Leeds are better than Chelsea. Or that Chelsea.
He said that
Sir Jimmy did make a request.
What?
Sir Jimmy did make a request.
Okay.
Just so you know.
Some believe a nearby pub was named after the original colors of the club, blue and yellow. Then the grounds were named after the pub, and the club was nicknamed after the grounds. But I'm sure the student
Is it West Ham?
Clarify. Jimmy and Mr. Tom.
Yeah, I didn't know.
Leeds United. The Peacocks. The Peacock was named after the colors of the club, the blue and yellow. Looked like a peacock. They named it that. The grounds then got named the Peacock.
Yeah, but that's very old.
Look, I hate that.
I mean,
I know, Mr. Tom, because
my friend's mum and dad were the landlord and landlady for 3 years at the Peacock. I went to school with, yeah.
Oh, nice.
I had it in my head about a bowling ground, to be honest.
All right, Jimmy, it's all on you.
Get free beer.
Well, if you go to the bowling ground, you get no head.
Should we just go alternate?
That's a good one. And Boleyn.
Thank you. Somebody got it. Somebody got it. The bowling ground. You get no head at the
300
bowling
nicknames
ground.
Jimmy's asked for. Nicknames for 300.
Because she lost her head, right? Come on, yay! Okay, John got it eventually.
I got it originally.
Still
Ding,
to
ding,
this
ding,
day,
ding, ding, ding.
Stop. No, let me finish. Still to this day, pre-COVID, of course, women in traditional dress hand out mints to fans before games at the stadium. Not that they are called the mints.
Ding, ding,
Mark.
ding, Everton.
Wait. Oh, Ben.
Oh, sorry. Ding, 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 rewind.
You're killing it. You're killing it. There is a ding, ding, ding. What's going on with the ding, ding, ding? That's awesome.
I did ding, 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 and wait.
No. I'm hearing that there's an actual ding, ding, ding. When it pops up. Anyway, it was the toffees. You are correct. Because they give out toffees, which is crazy. Did you know that, Mark?
I did not.
I hate
But now it makes sense that they're called the Toffees.
That's actually why I'm a Liverpool fan, because I hate toffee.
Ben totally thought of that because of Everton mints.
Yes.
There are two competing companies that do stuff, and there's like the Everton mints and the Everton toffees.
I used to make Everton mints.
Everton Toffee Company or something like that.
Yeah, I used to make Everton mints.
I saw into your mind, Ben. I saw you thinking.
Still on you, Jimmy.
Right, we'll go 400.
Tequila John gave me is amazing, by the way.
400.
I didn't give it to you.
Famous Ronalds for
You
400.
left it on the table. John,
one of them's going to be McDonald's.
Well, so
It is, isn't
famous
it? You know.
Ronaldos. I think you need to get these. What was the Ronald you want to do?
Ronald McDonald for 400.
Oh man, did you guess
If
it?
one of them's not Ronald McDonald, I'm gonna be upset.
There you go.
Don't grimace at this one, or else
Ding, ding,
you'll be
ding.
the one that looks like a clown. God
Ding,
damn
ding,
it!
ding. Ding, 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 Jurgen Klopp.
Yes, Mr. Tom, getting
That's-
points.
It's those third kits, right?
That's Duke Jurgen to you.
Okay, somebody
Archduke.
needs to say ding, ding, ding to get these points.
Ding, ding, ding. Ronald McDonald.
I can't believe you got it before, and you picked the right one.
How
Oh,
could it
man.
not be? How could one of them not be Ronald McDonald?
Ronald Reagan's my next guess. Ronald
Look
Reagan
at
for
Scott
300.
Newby. This 24-hour live stream is wild. Exactly. Like
It's
we
gonna
are well
be
over an hour.
this US president who is also
You know
an
this.
actor.
Yeah, Ronald
Yes,
Reagan for
Scott.
300.
We'll see if you get my other Ronalds, okay? You fucking
Ronald
bastard.
Goldman.
It's the real game now, just guessing which one is going to be certain answers.
Yes,
Right.
yes. Look at Jimmy. Jimmy agrees with you, Mark. Third kid is ours. We're the Peacocks, not the Parma Violezza. Okay.
300.
Okay, 300. Ronaldo, jeez. His dirty deeds may have been done dirt cheap, but not many know his real name is Ronald.
Don
Trump. Don Trump.
Can you give me his full name?
Ding, ding, ding. Donald Trump.
No.
Ding, ding.
Ronald
ding.
J. Trump.
Bon Scott.
Bon Scott.
Chris. It is actually Ronald Belford Bon Scott.
Is that Donald Trump?
Who's that?
AC/DC lead singer.
AC/DC.
Ah.
Bon
There
Scott
it
was
is.
the
Original.
Bon Scott was.
I'm just kidding.
Okay.
I'm just
Yeah,
kidding.
yeah.
I know who they are. Highway to Hell and all that.
But
Yeah.
that's the other guy though.
Yeah. So, do you guys know where AC/DC are from?
Yes.
Australia.
In Australia.
But those guys, the Angus and his brother are actually born in Scotland and then moved to Australia.
That
I was
is
gonna
also
say,
true.
Bon Scott is from Scotland.
Oh, he is? Okay.
Actually, yep. Bon Scott is from Scotland. Angus is from Scotland. They're mostly from Scotland, but they are known as an Australian band. So they emigrated, as Saul says, just like Saul did. Fucking hell, Tom, chain yourself up is what he says. There you go. That's Angus, right,
Yeah.
John?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Angus,
There you go.
Malcolm. I don't know who the drummer is though.
Malcolm is dead.
Malcolm's that he was the rhythm
Malcolm
guitarist,
is
right?
dead.
Yeah.
Wait, Bon Scott was singer
Jimmy
number
said
2?
Dirty Harry. I thought it might be Clint Eastwood.
Brian. I thought
Sorry,
Brian.
just saying that.
Brian Johnson was singer number 2.
Anders says
Yeah.
Bon Scott was singer number 2 for AC/DC.
Oh, I mean Brian
Oh,
Johnson, singer number 3.
Could be.
Oh,
I don't know.
Bandy's got a good suggestion. One of these might be Ron Howard.
That's 100.
Could be.
Ron-
There's
200.
one of
Ronald.
these that I don't think you guys are gonna get.
200. Ronald. Come on, let's make it happen.
200.
Oh, is it going to be Howard or Reagan?
In their tribute song to him, Tenacious D said, blank has rocked for a long, long time. Now it's time for him to pass the torch. He has songs of wildebeests and angels. He has soared on the wings of a demon.
Ding, ding, ding.
Ronnie James.
Ronnie James Dio.
I'm going to give Mark the points because it was Ronnie Ronald James Dio. Stoopers
That's
get the
unfortunate.
points. And a few more points on top of it because I said so.
Nice.
All right.
Oh, we're doing points today.
Let's
Bon
do
Scott
100.
choked-
Ronaldo Jizz for 100.
Oh man, this is not going to be good. His wife urged many youngsters in the 80s to say no to drugs, which they promptly did not.
Ding, 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 ding. Ronald Reagan.
To quote Back to the Future, Ronald Reagan, the actor.
Hold on a second, because
Nancy.
Nancy,
Nancy.
what's the problem here, Nancy?
Don't make fun of
Very
Ronnie.
good.
Don't make fun of Ronald Reagan.
Is this
Ronald
quiz
Reagan.
evolved to us trying to guess what the questions are going to be before they're revealed?
Yeah, but hold on, I'm missing some of these. Question 6 didn't pop up. Where is question 6?
We just want more Ronald questions. This is
Yeah. Okay, so I'll give you question 6. If for some reason it didn't, because I didn't have a question 6 for number 1. Okay, here we go.
Oh, I've never been so happy as to see Grimace pop up. That's
Okay.
possibly going to be an all-time moment. I might actually save this.
The Grimace one.
Yes,
Okay, so this one.
because all of our excitement when that question popped up, peak Stoop,
peak steer.
It was a very
peak
good
level
one.
Stoop.
It's up there.
I've
with
never
the
seen 5 grown men so excited to see Ronald McDonald.
I was only excited to see it because that's what those Liverpool third kits look like.
Okay, guys. So
It's
here,
like, welcome
here
to
is
Klopburger. Can I take your order?
here's
Wait,
the last
Lolo's desperate.
Ronald. Why am I
Go on then,
desperate?
Lola. Go on.
I don't think I know what our third kits look like.
Please be Ron Howard
haven't
for
seen
Bandy's sake.
It's like
It's
a
like
green.
literally
Here's-
welcome to Burger
here's-
Klop.
The last Ronald. Hell, boy, this guy is like
Ron
the
Perlman.
dad of anarchy.
Yeah,
God
ding, ding,
damn
ding.
it.
Ron Perlman.
How do you
Sorry.
guys watch so much Ron Perlman shit? I thought that was going to be the
Holy
hard one.
Mark.
Serious, man.
What?
You had just a
Serious.
little checker around the neck.
Uh-huh. It's like, hey, welcome to Burger Klop. Can I get you an extra order of fries with that?
What are you
That's
talking
pretty
about?
historic, though, isn't it? A
Have you all
bonus
seen the
question.
third? Lolo, have you seen the third kit for Liverpool?
Holy
On
shit.
the
You
third
have to
kit.
bring that up.
Nick, or Lolo, you got to look at that.
It's
Oh, I
got-
An
have
hour,
seen it.
like,
It is a-
6. You guys are using my real
It's
name.
pretty
okay.
interesting.
it's like a McDonald's uniform from the
Oh,
80s.
it totally is.
Oh, it's perfect.
Your real name is the worst kept secret on the internet. Just thought it's
I
important
know,
you know that.
but that doesn't mean you can continue to give it out.
I've been on air for 3 hours, so
Yeah.
I'm getting a little tired.
Let's look at this piece of shit.
Oh God, his name was name redacted all along.
That look like Will Ferrell.
Let's look at this piece of shit. Woo. What McDonald's
It's the
does
collar.
Mo Salah work at? Mo Salah is
it's
like,
the collar.
I learned
Nah,
how to
that's-
play
It's
football.
Burger Klop.
That's not this season's. That's Nike. Is that this season's?
I don't know,
Yeah,
man. That's what
yeah, that is
I
it.
thought it was.
That is it.
That's all.
Yeah, that is it. Because of the collar.
What's
People.
with the
Salah-
A&E collar?
Mo Salah was like, I left Africa, so I
Well,
didn't have to
I see
work at
another
a
one with
fucking
red stripes on
McDonald's.
it. But
I have
Straight up
no idea,
tequila,
man. It looks like something you'd wrap a burger in.
Yeah, that looks awesome. If you want to make $7,
is it, all I
an
can
hour.
think of is like secret sauce on the wrapper. That one.
Right.
Although I think
Don't bring up food at 3 a.m. in England.
at that point McDonald's had like
Can't-
foam burger containers.
Yo, Mr. Tom, by the way, fucking clutch showing up at the 10 o'clock stream last night. Meanwhile, Ben
I
was
was-
over
I
here
was-
on the couch. He stayed up, but he didn't join the stream.
I fell asleep, man. I woke up this morning and it was there. Do you know, fucking stream
having a
5
battle
hours
with
ago. I was like,
insomnia.
for fuck's sake.
I saw the notification come up and I thought, oh, they've filmed their thing and they've put it up and I'll put it on. And it was like, yo, it's Lolo live. And I was like, oh my God, he's live.
And I'm guilty. I haven't watched the rerun. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I will.
No, I thought it was actually fun. Yeah,
always
red
fun,
card
though.
for him.
It's
I
always
can't see that. There's actually a really good picture of that jersey next to Ronald McDonald from the 80s. And it looks very...
Oh, Mark, now's your chance. Jimmy just said nearly bacon buddy time. And Mark was like, what's a buddy?
Sandwich.
I told him, but you guys need to tell him. What's
Sandwich.
a bacon buddy?
It's a Yorkshire word for sandwich.
It's actually a roll though, isn't it?
It's a roll. Like a buttered
No,
roll.
it's like a bap. It's like a...
Yeah. It's a round. Yeah, it's a roll.
Oh, sorry, Lolo, you wouldn't be aware of this, but there's like a civil war in England over a faction of people that call it a bat and a faction of people that call it a roll.
It's called a balm in Liverpool. A balm.
People take it seriously.
BAM? B-A-M?
B-A-L-M.
B-A-R-M.
Balm cake. Oh, B-A-R-M.
Yeah.
Balm.
Like
Yeah, balm cake.
Like a
It's
lip
basically
balm.
a roll.
Yeah, just a balm cake, they call it.
But is it just a roll?
If you was going to a chip, if you was going to a chip shop in Yorkshire, you can have a chip butty, and you get a bread bun with chips in it. If you was in Liverpool, you can have a chip balm.
Interesting. Similar to here, where you say like, "Yo, can I get a what is it here? A hero, the long bread." And then in
Hoagie.
Philly, it's a
hoagie.
Hoagie, and then down south, it's a po' boy.
When Lolo looked to the left, then I thought he was like looking at Mark, asking him, "Like, what do we call it?"
In England.
What do we call what?
Hold on, I can't hear you guys.
I was doing the whole.
You know what I saw when that popped up in this tequila brain that I have? That popped up, and I said, "Fucking nuggets." That's all I read when it fucking nuggets. Anyway, what were you guys saying? What were you saying? I don't care.
I don't care either.
I have 3 more questions, and Jimmy's
He's
like,
brought up food, and then I was upset that it was too late for me to go to Wendy's.
You've got Wendy's.
Yeah, they opened the first Wendy's in England for 20 years about 3 weeks ago.
York's got one Burger King and that burnt down. We've got 4
Rightly
McDonald's.
I don't know why that is super funny to me.
We're a
Because
city.
they're
We've got
flame
4
grilled.
McDonald's.
Right.
look, hey, Mark, while you were gone,
Do you think Ronald
Jimmy was
McDonald did it?
We were all explaining what a buddy was because you asked Jimmy.
Oh,
last week what a
yeah.
buddy
I
was.
didn't know what
So
a
he
buddy
says,
was.
Imagine a round bread as big as a plate with 6 to 8 rashers of bacon on it. That's a proper bacon buddy.
All right, so a rasher is a piece.
Yeah. A ration.
Okay, gotcha.
Slice.
A slice.
A
Okay,
slice of
cool.
bacon.
I want to
Can I
Wendy's.
answer a question?
Is
Can
there
I
any-
address a
is
question
there
Jimmy
any
Jimmy has
butter
asked?
or mayonnaise or is
We're
it
not
just...
talking McDonald's bacon either, where it's that fucking thin,
fucking
it just
bacon.
melts. We're talking
Yeah,
proper bacon, yeah.
Yeah, it's a
Jimmy, Wendy's
Okay.
is a square burger.
Like
And
White
they
Castle.
actually grill it. They actually grill it at Wendy's.
I'd love a White Castle.
McDonald's, they
The
don't
mini
grill it.
burgers look lovely. A little White
Well,
Castle.
they grill it at
burger.
Burger
You guys need to get a Popeyes.
Popeye's chicken.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Wendy's Frosty, man. That sounds.
Wendy's Frosties with the fries, you dip their fries are shit, but if you dip them in the Frosty, then they're all right. That's Wendy's.
Is that Ronald
Yeah,
Yeah, but
McDonald's daughter?
Wendy's is mainly famous for its training videos, isn't it? Have you never seen them? They're on YouTube.
Are Ronald and Wendy
They
related?
filmed they filmed training videos for their staff like 1980 or something, and someone put it on YouTube. It veers between hilarious to obscene to absurd to you think you've popped some LSD.
I think that's what next week's episode should be about.
That's what all of Nick's happy hour is going to be about.
I like me a spicy
I'm
chicken sandwich from Wendy's. I haven't had one in probably.
I'm sorry I
5 years.
lowered the tone, gentlemen.
I'm sorry. Say again.
Just gonna go
I'm
to-
sorry I lowered the tone, gentlemen.
Where'd Lolo go?
His
I need to get a charger for my computer. It's gonna die.
Oh my goodness,
TI
everybody.
kicked in.
Little chef.
Little chef.
Scott Doobie makes me laugh.
What's Little Chef?
They are, to my knowledge, they are a roadside diner type thing.
Okay.
I want a fucking bacon buddy right now.
Like
Yeah,
I believe
starving.
I had Little Chef in 1996 when I went to Leeds versus Liverpool, and we needed to stop off on the motorway, or what would you call it, the highway?
Right. I'm trying to think. It's like U.S. had something similar, and I can't think of what it was. Something chef, and I can't think of it. It was definitely something on the roadway, you know. But Happy Chef, that's what we had. We had Happy Chef.
They probably owned Little Chef.
Probably.
Okay, guys, we have 2 club nickname origin stories left. I know Jimmy likes these, but
Is there any chance that the answer is going to be Wendy's or Ronald McDonald?
Yeah.
Is my face going to be covered with a picture of Nick saying "pain in the arsenal" all night?
No.
What? Yeah, no, it got me too.
I think one of these answers could be Arsenal or something to do with Woolwich Gunners. I don't know.
Wait, what are we
The
talking
Woolwich Arsenal.
Yeah.
No, it is definitely not an Arsenal one. Those are too easy. So I thought the Leeds one would be pretty easy, but Mr. Tom proved that he's not a real Leeds fan.
I didn't know it. No, it's true. It's true. I didn't know it. Because I don't identify as a peacock.
It's a bit of a soft bird.
The second you said you didn't know something, I thought you were just going to self-combust. Like,
No, even a broken clock is right twice a day, Chris.
That's correct.
uh,
Okay, guys, here's the clue. We didn't really mean to give our club a nickname. All we were trying to do was have a go at Palace and find a chant that could drown their fans, said
Brighton.
Derek Chapman, one of the group who gave them the name.
is it Brighton? Seagull? Why are they
Correct,
rivals?
Chris?
No, I
This
mean, Mr. Tom said it first. But
No, I didn't hear
I
him.
There's like a small
I
motorway.
only suspected it was
Between 'em.
Brighton because their rivalries, because they're on the same motorway or something.
Yeah, it's like fucking 200 miles apart. So fucking one motorway.
Yeah, like they're nowhere near each other, but they share a road.
There you go, Jimmy. Jimmy loves this shit, man. All right, guys. Last question before the one bonus question. This club's nickname is a wordplay that fucking tequila.
Say again.
Aston Villa, the villain.
Guys, we're gonna do this again, and if
This
you
is
call out
Mitchell
the
and
answer
Webb again,
now,
isn't
you will
it?
lose points.
I didn't say
So,
I did. I don't
You
know.
lose
Sorry.
your points.
This is
club-
100% a Mitchell and Webb joke.
Yes. This club's nickname is a wordplay that can confuse outsiders to think that it's
Sorry.
spelled differently.
Ding, ding,
making
ding.
them the
Are we
baddies.
the villains?
Are we the villains?
Are we the baddies?
Correct. And I got your point.
That's number
because
one.
I'm controlling.
villains is spelled incorrectly.
Billy Ann's.
No. Wait, what?
There's an
Villains.
I in villains.
Yeah,
Another
Villians.
I.
Not in their nickname.
Is there not?
Is.
It's not
There
villain.
is.
That was the whole point of the question, Chris.
No.
Yes.
VILLAN.
That's number one.
People think that it's spelled. People think that they're the villains with an I,
All right.
but they're not. They're the villains.
Yeah, there's still a bunch of cunts. So let's just get to the next one.
Yeah, but they're not baddies. They're just cunts.
You know the show
not
took it
often.
up a level when Chris dipped into the language trough.
There you go.
I've been playing too many video games with Terry. I just love the word.
Yeah. Oh, I love it. I love it.
I think it's why the F word's so satisfying. That letter U, like when you just say cunt, it's just
No, it's the
Great
the
vowel.
K sound.
In
K
Tom's part of the
sound
world,
and the
it's
U
they
sound.
use an A, not a U. They call can't.
Yeah, you
What a
fucking
cunt.
cunt.
Fucking can't.
What a
Yeah.
cunt.
Fucking cunt.
What was the show where they're going? Don't be such a cunt.
Swear.
No, this girl the other day was telling me that I'm not allowed to use that word,
and then you just direct your one right back at her. No.
Needless to say, she's a cunt. But
I hope she's not watching.
Yeah, but isn't
Did
it
you
like if
explain it to her?
I
if you call
cunt-splained it.
if you call your friend a cunt, you just say, oh, you're being a cunt.
It wasn't me, constable.
Yeah.
It
But
wasn't
if
me.
you're not happy with him, you pronounce the T. Oh, he's a good cunt.
Absolutely. No.
You
listen,
fucking Kent.
People get mad at words. I'm just like,
I don't take offense to
then
anything.
you are one. Then
Hey.
you are one.
I do find though that Americans are generally more shocked by that word than English.
Yeah.
For sure.
Because the English tend to be more of them. So we're used to being told we are that.
You're driving to work every day, you fucking
So,
cunt.
so this one,
I'm more
hey,
offended if
Chris.
someone calls me a prick than a cunt, because they've had to actually think about calling me a prick.
Nah.
but here's the thing:
Whereas
if someone calls me a cunt, an asshole, a dick, a pussy, I know what they mean by those. So you calling me, like, to me, pussy and cunt aren't the same things at all. They're nowhere near each other. If you're calling me a pussy, it means this. If you're calling me a cunt, it means this. It has nothing to do with anatomy. They have actual meanings behind it. If you call me an asshole or you call me a dick, I know what you mean by that.
Yeah.
Right? Am I wrong? guys?
if Najee was watching this, he'd be thinking, why do they keep talking about Ole?
if Najee was watching this, he would have turned it off already. He would have left already.
And little Najee, if you're watching, you need to turn it off.
We should have a whole
Hands in your ears, young man.
We should have a whole show called Pussy or Cunt, and we just like name a player and a coach. And
Pussy.
Cunt. Pussy. Because they're very
Roy
different,
Keane.
aren't they?
Oh my
Aren't they?
god!
Cock, cunt, arsehole.
But here's
This
one,
week's category.
guys. Bandy just sent me something here, and it's a special delivery for you, Chris. So I just wanted to make sure you saw.
Wow. Oh man.
Oh, he's still
Yeah.
doing so bad. As long as he puts in 20 to 25, I don't care.
Exactly.
He's been my captain for like 4 of the 5 weeks of fantasy football.
Oh my god! If he was right-footed and played on the left wing of that last game, he would have scored 7 goals. Where Mane put in 1.
There you go, Saul.
Wow.
A cunt was a leather pouch.
Have we got this bonus question then?
Wait, do you want the bonus question, or
Yeah,
should
man.
we
Yeah.
continue on with pussy cunt?
No, we'll have the
and
bonus
that.
question.
Okay.
It might be pussy cunt.
It's not.
It's not.
Okay, let me copy and paste this.
Is that tequila taking its toll? Are you going to be able to get home, Lolo?
Good stuff.
I live like a couple doors down.
Mark, when'd you get the Inter jersey?
So no.
When I got, I think that was 2000.
Who's flushing the toilet? We're all here.
Yeah, I got that in 2000.
Which one of you lives with somebody?
They
Craig.
only
I would go
carry
check
that
on the.
always
I would go check on the daughter.
I think Mark's robot just finished.
Yeah.
I am done, sir.
She's asleep.
Told me it's broken.
Would
No
you like
fucking
me
shit,
to
it's
use
broken.
the normal towel? The
20
original
years of
nickname.
use, it's definitely broken, Mark.
All right. Yeah.
The original nickname, the Glaziers, stuck until 1973 when flamboyant manager Malcolm Allison decided it was too fragile. And he insisted on this more aggressive one. What is the
Ding, ding,
nickname?
ding,
West Ham.
Manchester City.
Oh, both of you cunts are wrong.
The Hammers?
Really? QPR?
The Glaziers.
Ding, ding, ding,
Fragile.
burn.
United. Man
What
United.
do Glaziers do?
Glass. Fit windows.
Fragile.
Broken glass.
Who makes glass? I don't know who makes.
Crystal Palace.
There you go.
Villa
There you go,
Martin.
Villa Martin.
Go on, sir.
It was too fragile, so he called him. He said, "What's tough? I don't know. A fucking eagle. Let's go." And then fucking Brighton was like, "They're the Eagles now."
Where's the seagulls?
Leaders.
So they put an S on there. Where are the seagulls?
The Seagull. and then Wolverhampton was like, "We'll be the Beagles." And they were like, whoa, pump the brakes. Let's be the Wolves, okay? It just works
It's
better.
already in the name.
Instead of the Beagles, we'll be the
Wolves. Except for we were one of the first clubs. Anyway, boys, I gotta get
you
some
weren't
food.
the Wolves. You weren't the Wolves for a long time. I know
I
this
don't know.
because I've done.
I'll
the
take your word
research
for
now.
it. Anyway, I gotta get some food, so I'm gonna dip out.
It's off to Wendy's.
Yeah, I'm off to. If there was a Wendy's, I would be there.
No, it's
There is on the
Ronald's
other
then.
side of the park. I wouldn't go there if I were you.
I'm not going there at.
Right now,
the
there's
time
more
I got
meth
there, I think it'd
than
be like
hamburgers.
I think
that
it'd
are
be like
sold there.
11:30 at night by the time I got there. Anyway, boys, thanks to everyone for joining. I really
Thank
appreciate
you
the
so much,
support.
Mark. You killed
And
it.
we'll
good
see
show,
you
Mark.
all on Monday.
Good night, Mark.
Get out of here, you cunt.
Peace.
Good night, you cunt. Or as we say here, because we're not allowed to say that word here, we just say, "See you next Tuesday."
Damn it, it was my chance to call him it back in revenge for the last time he called me it.
He called you that.
Yeah, we're on the Drunken Show.
Did we just lose two? Did we lose Ben as
Wait,
well?
which drunken show? Ben is
There was a
showing
show
Mark how
where-
to get to the Wendy's. So he'll be back.
No, there was the show where Mark turned up. It wasn't the first happy hour he had been to that day.
Oh, when he was angry at me. No, when he was angry at
Yes.
the world. Yeah,
I was angry at everyone. Yeah,
he
yeah.
called everybody cunts.
yeah.
That's
Oh, it was fabulous. Oh, it was fabulous. I loved it.
What's a Mamalati Sundowns t-shirt? I'm not sure what that is.
That's
They
it.
are a South African football team.
Ah, I didn't know that.
I
And then-
believe they are. I could be wrong.
Jimmy is asking now, at this point, we having a drunken show.
He's 3 hours late.
Jimmy, I don't know
Yes.
if you saw, before I had even had a beer, I disconnected that whole other show and started this one. So the answer is
There's
Oh
more
shit!
people watching
Sorry,
now, though.
other brands are available.
Here's a question for Mr. Tom. Who's coming up from the championship this year?
It's hard to say because you'd normally go for the three that got relegated, but Bournemouth are probably well placed, seeing as they didn't make it up last year. So really hard to say though. Yeah, I mean,
Weren't they just
realistically,
in the Premier League like not too long ago?
yes.
2 years ago.
Bournemouth was 2 years ago. Fulham was last year.
How are they? They're like.
I think Coventry is up towards the top of the table as well, but that probably
It'll
won't.
drop off though. But it's roughly because it sounds really silly, but generally the gulf between the teams that have been in the Premier League and teams that haven't recently, there's a big gap in quality because of the money you can spend on players, even in the Championship if you've been in the Premiership.
How much are the parachute payments for teams?
To my knowledge, it is, I could be wrong, it's something like you get 75 million in the first year, 50 million in the second year, and then 25 million in the third year. But that's on the assumption that you don't come up within those 3 years.
Gotcha.
But the idea of that is purely to sustain your wage bill unless you don't come up, and then you can get those players off your books. But that's not what happens. Teams generally use that 75 million to buy more players.
And a lot of times they
They
loan out the players that they had from the
But they'll use their parachute payment to buy other players that are good enough to get them back out of the Championship, which is not what it's designed to do. But they've created this system now where you can't not do it.
Is there like a desire to reduce parachute payments or get rid of them, or?
Yeah, but the only reason they exist in the first place is because when Leeds got relegated and then got relegated again, they then had to devise a system so that when teams dropped out of the Premier League, they didn't all drop like a stone because they had no TV money coming in.
There he is.
Hi again, guys.
Yo.
Don't know what happened there.
You pulled a Lolo.
That's got a lot of different connotations these days.
Maybe Fulham gets relegated every year, so they can
do a lot of different things.
Well, that's the thing. Like Norwich are in a situation where they already have a team that is theoretically too strong for the Championship. So them bouncing up and down every 2 years means only profit. Because they can sustain having Premier League players, lower tier Premier League players, in the Championship for one season.
Yeah.
Because they're still making 400 million between those 2 seasons.
Who? Yeah, he's on crank up.
So who else? So I'm looking at Fulham's at top, Bournemouth second, tied with West Brom. Third is Coventry. Fourth is Stoke.
You want to fix that angle?
Fifth is
It's going to be
Leeds.
the top. It's going to be the top 3 and possibly Sheffield United.
Sheffield United
They're going to.
is in 19.
Yeah, but they'll have a. Yeah, but they won 6-2 the other day.
I can't believe Nottingham Forest is at 1.7 games. They almost went up a couple of years ago.
This is true. Leeds got relegated in 2004. Were deducted 12 points. Then next season went into admin, got deducted another 15 points. Still got to the playoffs despite the 15 points.
Yeah, the 12 points. The 12 points were taken. What we tried to do when we realised that we were probably going to get relegated from the Championship, we tried to be a bit clever. Go into administration, which means you automatically get your 12-point deduction. So we thought if we take that at the end of the season, as opposed to the start of the next season, we could take the 12 points, get relegated anyway, which probably would have happened without the 12 points. But the league saw through that and basically went, yeah, we're going to take your 12 points, but we're also going to take 15 from you next season. No, sorry, it was 10 points. And then
Did you go up
whatever
right
it was.
from League
No.
One? No. How long
No.
were you in League One for?
To be fair, we would have without the 15-point deduction, because we actually won the first 5 games. So we ended up in this situation where after 5 games, we had no points, but 5 wins.
Yeah.
But then the problem with that, we were top of the league by November, despite the 15-point deduction, but you can't maintain that form.
Enjoy it as much as
So we ended up finishing 4th or something. I may have that wrong, but
My apologies. I was
ultimately we lost the playoff final. Next year, lost in the playoff semi-final, and then the year after, we finally got promoted to the championship.
So I know Portsmouth got relegated like 3 times in 4 or 5 years. Has anyone ever been relegated 3 years in a row?
You have a clip or anything?
The most I know of is 2. Like, I think Wigan, if I remember rightly, not Wigan.
Sunderland.
I think even Wolves. No, I think even Wolves. Yeah, definitely Sunderland. Yeah, I think
Wolves,
Wolves.
yeah,
as well.
Wolves were double relegated.
Stab myself in the face.
Different City as well.
I'm gonna do it.
I licked it. What are we doing?
League One.
You
is
guys talking to
quite
me? Don't
atrocious.
talk to me. I'm busy.
We're just wondering if Arsenal can be the first team to get relegated 3 times in a row.
Am I allowed
Not
to
a
smoke?
chancy, little Nancy.
I need to build my little stack up that I had earlier. It's a bit.
Love it.
Bear with me one
Wait, is
second,
this-
guys. I'll
is
get
this
them
If
all.
I remember
After
rightly,
party?
Southampton got promoted twice in a row.
How?
I know it's happened.
Oh,
Um,
from
I
one.
know it's
league
happened in
to
Italy a
another?
number of times where
Yeah.
teams have gotten promoted
Harrogate
twice.
Town
in a
as
row.
well.
I think Southampton got promoted from League One to the Championship and then promoted to the Premiership.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's very
There's a couple
rare.
of teams that have done that, though, isn't there? A couple of teams that have gone up 2 divisions in a row over the years, I think.
The thing with football is momentum is actually quite important.
It is, and that's why I tell people about how going down. So when you guys were talking about, oh, what happens if Arsenal goes down and gets relegated? It's not about that season. It's about the following season where. Yeah, sure. It's about coming back up from the championship. It's not an easy thing. It's not an easy
Norwich
thing.
seem to have mastered it.
It's super competitive. Norwich is one of these clubs that have mastered it. Watford a little bit, but a lot of clubs, like you can see how, yes, you may not get relegated down to the next division, the next league, but you may not be able to get back to the Premier League
Sorry, I keep
in the
talking.
first season. And
I mean, look at Sunderland.
it can be a slippery slope. It can easily be a slippery slope because let's look at if Arsenal were relegated. It's not about, okay, this club got relegated. That club, those same players could make it back, could easily win the championship. The Arsenal team that we have could easily win the championship.
Yeah, but they wouldn't be in the league.
At least get promoted. But you're
You can only
correct,
afford
Chris.
to keep that team for 1 year, though.
Who's
If you
going to
don't
leave?
do it that year, then
Who's leaving Arsenal?
Everyone.
Everyone. Fucking anyone who is anyone is leaving Arsenal.
No, but Arsenal is in the unique position where you can't get rid of a lot of your players because they're not worth the wages you pay them, and they won't take a pay cut to go anywhere else. Otherwise, you still want
to pay them.
Don't a lot of the contracts have like an auto wage, isn't there a wage reduction built in if you get relegated?
They do a Football Manager.
I don't know.
I just don't know if like a club like Arsenal puts that in to their contracts because maybe they assume that relegation's just out of the way.
I actually think it's the opposite, Chris. They probably do put that in, but tell the player, "Oh, we're never going to get relegated anyway, so have it in there, 50% pay cut." It's never going to happen.
Yeah, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen
unless you.
I agree. Like, look at Aubameyang or.
Well, here's the question:
who was on 200,000?
Do you think a lot of clubs?
I'm going to sort this out, guys. One second.
Do clubs that are in the relegation zone sign a lot of bad contracts in January that hurt them when they actually get relegated?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure that has happened. Yeah.
Yeah, because you're desperate, so you overpay, and even if there's a pay cut, it's still.
I can give you. Well, most of the deals done in January are from teams down the bottom of the leagues. For that reason, the gamble that it will pay off and you won't get relegated.
Yeah.
Like West Brom brought in a few players in January, but Leeds didn't. Because Leeds had their team. We were mid-table, we were fine.
Yep. I also think that's to do with the amount of time it takes Bielsa to break them in. The reason we're not buying in January.
Well, yeah, we've got stung by it twice.
That's a difference where Leeds United can't be held to the same. Like I wouldn't hold Leeds United to the same standards as Arsenal because Bielsa will not play a person if he doesn't think he's fit. Arsenal will, whoever the manager of Arsenal is bigger than our manager.
Yeah.
And yes, Leeds is club over country and all that bullshit that you guys talk, but Bielsa is the be all end all of you guys. And if he could have signed Lukaku and benched him for a week because he said he wasn't match fit. At Arsenal, you sign Lukaku, he starts the very next day.
Klopp's a little bit like that. Remember, like
Klopp has a little bit of that.
Took forever to get into the team. Thiago took forever to get into the team. Now, any game we play without Fabinho, we look like a disaster. He's already
one of your best players.
He is the best player.
One of your most important
players, and probably after Van Dijk, I think he's the most. I don't know, maybe the third most important player. But
do you know what makes a championship the most exciting league in football? The desperation to get out of it.
Yeah.
Everyone's desperate to not be in it.
And there's two more teams in the Premier League? 2 or 4?
Yeah, you play 46 games.
You play 4 more games because there's 2 more teams.
8 more games, 4 more teams.
4 more teams.
Yeah, you play 46. Generally, because you're not expected to go far in any of the cups, you can afford to play Saturday, Tuesday. I know a lot.
Yeah. Almost everyone disagrees with me on this, but I think all 4 tiers have too many teams.
I think 4 tiers is too many.
I think 4. No, I'm just saying. I think 24 teams is too many. And I think in the Premier League, so either this
the Premier League used to have 22 teams in it.
I know, so I'm thinking about this.
Yeah.
Why?
I am thinking about this a little bit more from the teams that go into Europe. Like a Premier League team plays 38 games and in 2 cups, where a Bundesliga team plays 34 games and has 1 cup with no replays. Like,
yeah, but to be fair, Chris,
England plays.
But all the teams that in England complain, all the teams in England that complain about the amount of games are then signing up for an expanded Champions League.
No, so I'm saying they should either force Germany to add 2 teams so it's comparable, so they're playing 4 more games. Like,
Look, I think UEFA wanted the Premier League to go down to 18, and they said absolutely not.
I know Italy wants to go to 18. I just don't know if enough top leagues do it. I don't know. I guess there's so much.
Chris,
There's so much TV
I was going
revenue.
to say what Villamartin said. They won't
I
go
would
down to 18 because it's less matches.
Yeah, I
but,
would.
But Chris, when was the last time a Bundesliga team won the championship, the Champions League,
2 years
or the
ago.
Europa League?
2 years ago.
2 years ago. But consistently. Bayern is the only fucking team, so it's
part
not
of me
a
is thinking about
competition.
this from a player health perspective, right?
But then they'll still take. But then they'll take their team over to America in the summer.
Especially for top players, the number of international games they play now is insane. Like Alexis Sanchez probably lost 3 or 4 years off of his productive career based on how many club and country games he played.
That's his own fault for being born in Chile.
I agree with what you're saying, Chris. But then, by the same token, if you think the players,
he would have been fine.
Like Pedri, who's 17, just played 76 games in a calendar year between Barcelona and Spain. It's too many.
Yeah,
I mean, that's an edge case. But like,
Who used to play 3 games in one weekend?
When are you? I know, but
if
when
Liverpool think they're playing too many games,
all these players are going to burn out in their late 20s. Like, don't we want the best players?
Yeah, but Liverpool could help this out by then not going to America in July to play in the National Champions Cup.
I agree,
but they'll do that because of the money.
I don't like the UEFA Nations League. I don't like the Europa Conference. I don't like the League Cup. Like, these are not. The League Cup is not like a. There's not a lot of tradition. It started in 1970. Like, it's not the FA Cup. No one treats it like the FA Cup. Like,
It's not the respect. I think they should ditch the League Cup for the Premier League teams. Definitely.
The League Cup exists to benefit the lower league teams because of the money they get through playing one of the big teams.
I know.
No, not through playing each other.
Trophy for that.
I would rather
say, for example,
I'd rather have
MK Dons playing Man United, for example.
I'd rather have the Premier League.
When MK Dons beat Man United 4-0.
I'd rather just have the Premier League make payments.
The FA Cup for that romance.
Yeah, but the point is that the FA Cup's going to be one game for them. Let them have 2. Because they can have a money spinner at the start of the season and one halfway through the season. Because apparently in the FA Cup or something, or won the cup competitions, if the lower league team draws one of the Premier League teams, they get about £1 million. But their whole thing for a year, like the average turnover for like Rochdale, for example.
Yeah. I don't know.
So the average turnover for a Rochdale would be £4 million, but they can make a quarter of that in one League Cup game against the Premier League team.
Yeah, I don't know.
Is that what it's called?
I just think
the liquor's
there's a.
Sorry, don't listen to me and John. We're talking about alcohol.
There's basically an international tournament every summer now.
They're talking about football.
You have
guys, it's happy hour. Stop talking about football.
No, this is important stuff.
Okay.
There's too many exhibition games. Like if Calvin Phillips busted his knee playing an exhibition game in the U.S., like, what's the point? I mean, I guess it can happen anywhere.
I'd fly to America and stab the player that did it. I mean, sorry. My legal team have instructed me to say that was a parody or a joke.
So, fellas, can I ask you guys a question because I'm bored of what you're talking about?
Well, first, let me say, Ben, you're not in trouble. We would just divert.
I'm making some whiskey. I'll be right back.
Do you guys watch hurling? Do you
I
guys know
don't, but I know of it.
hurling?
Yeah, GAA.
You know of hurling? Yeah. So what I really enjoy, let's remove Ben's crotch from the stream, or Chris's crotch from the stream. And there's Ben. Okay, we're gonna remove fucking all these guys. It's gonna be us. Tom, do you watch hurling? Have you seen hurling?
I never saw it.
I have not, no. Well, I have, but I haven't paid attention. I couldn't tell you the rules.
So in hurling, it's this it's an amazing sport. It's older than the country of Ireland itself.
Is that with the
And
net
these guys,
and the stick?
That's lacrosse.
Is it?
no, that's
I was going to say
lacrosse.
it's similar to
Lacrosse
it's
is
similar to lacrosse, though,
is
isn't it?
the pussy's
more like
version
field hockey,
of
isn't it?
hurling.
It's like
It's
field
Yeah, I
hockey.
played it at school.
You
once.
have a baseball bat and a baseball, and you're whacking each other like crazy. It's amazing. It's an amazing sport. But those guys, when you're watching a professional hurling match, they'll be like, oh, okay, here's the striker for County Mayo. He's fantastic. He's very good. And tomorrow he'll be working at the Stop and Shop. Because they all have fucking these day jobs where they work at the gasoline at the, what am I saying?
Petrol station.
Petrol station.
Jeez.
They have to work at the petrol station. He even translated into UK talk. But I just love it. These professional hurlers who are also like, oh no, he's a kindergarten teacher, because they have to live their normal lives. So I would love to see it if, like, Aubameyang, our number one striker for Arsenal, was also all throughout the week. Sorry, he wasn't in training because today they have tests.
He was delivering Amazon.
Yeah, this
I
week there
can't
was
hear the
heavy
word
Amazon.
kindergarten without thinking the kindergarten cop.
I think we have to explain supply and demand.
Who is he, laddie? And what does he do? Lolo, my
Who
wife
is
still
your
wants to
daddy?
know if you did the voice for Manny in Ice Age. She's getting obsessed with you. I could totally do the voice from Ice Age, from Manny. I could
I thought that was
do it. That's
the
John
voice.
Leguizamo, and John Leguizamo is fantastic. I would love. I just love that there is even that sort of comparison. So thank you so much, Saul, for that. Thank your wife for that. What is that? Petrol station. Love it. You lads are becoming honorary Yorkshiremen. There you go, John. That's for you.
That's throughout Europe.
You want Aubameyang to work in a petrol station. I just want Mo Salah to be massaged, for 6 days a week and then get ready to play, on Saturday or Sunday. Like, that's what I want. I don't want him to be hurt.
Musical chair.
Sorry. Your quote, whatever you were saying, just got sidetracked by Saul saying you made her laugh. The last time she laughed, I got sex. Thank you. No wonder he sends 20 Australian dollars every Friday night. He's like,
It's cheaper than buying her dinner.
Oh,
Lolo's name's actually John.
that's a good question, Saul. John asked,
Sex with?
who did she have sex with? That's the big question. No, the last time she laughed, I got sex. So who did you have sex with, Saul? Look at that.
Mark's robot.
Good night with Mark's robot. Oh, man. Salad works in McDonald's, Chris. That's Salah. Oh,
McDonald's
wait.
has never been so thrilled for the free advertising.
I don't know what does this photo even mean? I don't even understand why.
And you all
it's
say,
Are you in
I'm the
trouble,
criminal.
Ben? No, you're not in trouble. Sorry, I don't know when you sent that. OTS is cheaper than Rohypnol. Bring her on, yeah. We make all the wives. This is good. John, can we always do the shows where you're right here and they don't see that I'm talking to you? They just think I'm talking to the. Now I get the whole Robin, Howard Stern and Robin, where he's like saying the most horrible things, but then he goes, right? And she just laughs.
It's Stuttering John, not Robin.
Right, my master.
No, it would be a much different relationship. But I get that relationship. Anyway, what are we talking about? We're on hour 4, 5. Wait, we started at 7.
We're well in here.
It's coming on 4.
Lolo, did the NFL add a game this year? Is this like the 17 game season, or did they not do that?
Chris, I tried last week to watch the NFL.
It's hard, man.
It's so hard. There are so many commercials. I found myself like squeezing my phone. I almost broke it.
You gotta record it and fast forward through.
No,
only in America could they make a 1-hour game last 4 hours.
No, it's an 11-minute game that lasts 4 hours.
Is it?
Exactly.
It's 4 15-minute quarters, so it should be 1 hour.
But it's 11 minutes.
But there's 11 minutes
whistle to whistle.
Unbelievable.
So, literally in the match that I was actually paying the most attention to, the New Orleans Saints, that's my team, that's James's team, by the way. So if you don't support an NFL team, support James's team and be a who dat. We say who dat
or support my team.
Fuck your team. No, he's a Packers fan.
No, you can't support the Packers. Lions.
Fudge packer.
Lovable loser.
He's a fudge packer. He's a fudge packer. He's a Packers fan, and we beat the shit out of y'all. Aaron Rodgers did not play in the fourth quarter. The only reason you don't play in the fourth quarter of week 1 is because you've either been balling or you've been fucking getting your ass kicked. And I'll tell you what, Jameis Winston did not play in the fourth quarter. And that sounds crazy. Because Jameis Winston is a terrible quarterback.
Based on those two, it should definitely be the other way around.
It should 100% be the other way around.
Didn't Jameis? I think the last time Jameis Winston was a starter, he set like the NFL record for interceptions in a
30 for 30. He was the only one to ever get a 30 for 30. 30
yeah,
touchdowns, 30 interceptions.
Record. That was the record, right?
It's like an MTV record. It's not a real record.
I'm 1-0 this week.
Jr. What do you think of Odell Beckham Jr.? I think he's overpaid.
I met him.
Isn't he injured again?
I did an interview of him. I'll tell you right now, and unfortunately we're live, so this is going to be stuck on here, but I'll say it. Odell Beckham Jr. is a child, and I went to his house and I interviewed him, and it was a 6-story apartment building. I don't know. I may be exaggerating, but it was more than 3-story for sure. It was tight because it was an apartment, so it was all empty except for okay, now we're on the 3rd floor. This has a couch and a TV. The only thing in this entire apartment was a couch and a TV. And on the couch was some dude asleep. And on the TV was like FIFA or Madden or something like that with a PlayStation. That was it. And it was like floor after floor after floor of what a child would do if they had a ton of money or if they got some money and were living by themselves.
Tom Hanks in Big.
Exactly. We were shooting a scene where he was getting a tattoo. And we were waiting and waiting. Camera crew, waiting. He comes in on one of those hoverboards, those wheelie things that you just walk in with his hands in his pocket, and he goes, "Yo," and we're like, "You're gonna get a tattoo, remember? This is the whole thing." And he goes, "Yeah." Fucking wheelies up to it. crouches down, like he wheels past it, crouches down like this, and then backs up in the wheelie thing to the chair. He did it perfectly because he's a fucking athlete, and he is very, very talented at what he.
He
at
could
what
have been a
does.
footballer
But-
as well. I hear.
I think he's really good at football. Well,
he
football,
went
football.
like that,
Proper football.
sat down,
football.
and came back into it. Either way,
upper fuck. No.
the problem with Odell Beckham is exactly that. Is that he's super talented. He can jump really high. He can catch. I wouldn't be surprised if he's a footballer. You guys are saying he's a footballer?
It's his
like a
his
soccer
favorite
footballer?
sport.
He played for
He
he played for the US under 17s or something at 15. He was really good apparently. I seen an interview on Monday Night Football with him. He said he could have played Major League Soccer.
He probably should. He would do better for his country because right now he's just gotten into his own head. Because to me, I always thought throughout that whole thing, I was like, if he was a bit more mature, he could be one of the best wide receivers of all time. He's so fast. He's got great hands, but to me, he's immature. He's a child. He's a child.
I feel like it happens a lot at that position.
A bit like Tom. Fucking Tom, what are you doing?
Can you
It's
put him
being a
full
child.
screen?
Is that box?
Put him full
Well, master
screen.
without the head.
Wait, let's see.
Where's Mo Master?
Is he pregnant?
It's a little mini Leeds kit.
What?
Hey.
I thought he was cold.
It's
and
my
had his
lead. It's
hands
my
in
Leeds
here.
buddy.
Huh.
It's him being a child.
Yeah.
It's his
Shut up, my
masturbation
master.
robot.
Where's Terry anyway? Terry Waite. Is he died?
Terry?
Terry Waite. He's got Terry Waite and Mo Master tied up. Terry Waite was a hostage back in the 80s.
Yeah, I
The
read that.
Lebanese, yeah. Beirut, I think.
4 years? He was tied up to a radiator.
Where is my master anyway, apart from chained up? Did someone upset him?
I think Mo Master is like 10 years old. Like 12 years old. I don't know.
Sol, where's
I don't
the
think he's
kid's
allowed.
arms and head?
Yeah.
I thought this was my audition to be in Willy Wonka, the Leeds version.
Reminds me of a school railway safety video we had. Andy, school video we watched. Andy the Thalidomide. That's what that shirt looks like. It was called Andy the Thalidomide. It was some educational video we watched at school, and that's what that little teddy bear with no arms and legs is reminding me of.
Pedophile.
Thalidomide.
Andy the
No,
pedophile.
the thalidomide. It was a drug that they gave pregnant women in the 70s, and the kids were born with no limbs.
Thalidomide.
Yeah,
Jeez.
thalidomide.
That reminds me. Yeah,
Trust the government for a vaccine. Yeah.
That reminds me of the jokes. I'm sure you guys have all heard these jokes of like, what do you call a person with no arms and no legs at a beach?
Ew.
Fucked.
No, at the beach. It's
No,
At the beach with the tide coming in.
Phil.
With the tide coming in.
at the beach was Bob.
In front of a door, it's
Bob.
Matt.
Bob. I don't know.
What do you
Lawler
call a
knows all
woman
these.
with-
Lawler is the one who
What do you
tells
call
me
a
all.
woman with egg and bacon on her head?
A woman with a.
What do
Buddy.
you call a woman with
Butterface.
egg and bacon on her head? No, Kathy.
Cafe.
Coffee.
It's like the-
'cause-
The Southerners don't use the T and the H in England. So it's like cafe.
coffee.
Cafe.
Yeah. Oh, I get it. Why don't Why do seagulls fly over the sea? And this is a very New York joke. But why do seagulls fly over the sea? And you know what? My little niece, Mr. Lawler's daughter, told me this joke when she was like 5 years old. And it's still probably my favorite joke. Why do seagulls fly over the sea? Because if they flew over the bay, they'd be bagels. It's so perfect. It's just a perfect joke.
My favorite joke
It's
is,
stupid.
what did the snail say riding on the back of a tortoise?
The back of a what?
What did the snail say riding the back of a tortoise?
Tortoise.
Yeehaw! Yeehaw!
Yeah.
Right. I can tell you what I consider the worst joke ever, but I quite enjoy it. Right, okay. What did Batman say to Robin before they got in the car?
Hold on.
Copyright.
I
Right.
had this at school.
He said, what did Batman say to Robin before he got in the car?
Okay.
I don't know.
I don't know.
He said, Robin, get in the car.
Ah,
I don't know why I like it.
it's good. It's
Do we
good.
have a
It's good.
tumbleweed,
It's good.
John? Do we have a tumbleweed?
Yeah, tumbleweed. Look it up. Here we go.
Give me a couple
Let's
minutes.
let's go to the Stoop crew.
Put Mr.
Scott
Slum in
Newby.
the penalty box for 2 minutes.
What do you call a Russian prostitute?
On your back, you bitch.
Anya Bakovich. Guys, if you're gonna send in jokes, send in the answer in a later comment so I can do. What do you call an 80-year-old barmaid carrying 16 jugs of ale? Beatrix Potter.
What do you call a Japanese joyrider? Tommy Tukamoto.
Tommy took a moment.
Can't find good tumbleweeds.
No tumbleweed gifts or nothing. All right, here we go. Bondi's got one. And I don't know what it is because we're live right now. Boys, knock, knock. Knock,
Who's
knock,
there?
boys.
Who's there?
Who's there? Bondi, we're waiting on you. Who's there? And let me know if I should end the broadcast before we fucking get the answer. Hold on, Scott. We will get to you. No, you guys don't look at those. Bondi, we knocked. Okay, we're going to move on. Scott says, how do you make a cat go woof?
You do something very controversial for the RSPCA.
Soak it in petrol and light a match. Wow. Wow. Offensive, but I don't think it's particularly incorrect. It would go woof.
Actually, it's factually true.
Oh, Tom. Is that what's going on back there?
It may think
Tom
So-
looks like he's doing
Well-
something bad to us, to a little person.
Hold on. I'm waiting for this to upload. Let's see how it looks.
I'm not sure. Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
It's more than a tumbleweed.
I like it. It's the slow effect makes it better.
It's in a Wendy's parking lot.
Did we get the knock knock joke through or no?
Let's see. Boys, knock, knock. Who's there? A little old lady.
Little old lady.
who?
A little old lady who? I just like that Via Martin got the he knew the answer. A little old lady who that tumbleweed looks like. No.
You're combining.
I'm combining them. Sorry, Jimmy. That tumbleweed looks like my.
No, Bondi. A little old lady who. Knock, knock. Who's that? We're gonna do a little old lady who like 7 times, and then it's gonna be.
We're not. Gonna
Aren't you glad I didn't say banana?
Okay.
It's the longest joke in history.
No.
Where'd Mr. Tom go?
Oh,
He's
he's
to look the
back.
answer up.
Sorry. I'm gonna get a beer. Would any of you guys like a beer? Guys, we're gonna have to end this soon. It's a okay. I'll get you one. I only have these Coronas, like low carb ones.
I think I'm out.
Have to be said. I don't think we would struggle to fill the 24 hours with talking absolute bollocks.
But we would have to get some cash involved. You know, like some sort of fundraiser. We'll have to plan.
Something we'll have to work on.
Exactly.
Absolutely. Like we would be able to fill 24 hours, no problem.
We managed to fill about 12 minutes talking about Ronald McDonald. So
no, I cut you guys off.
In about 12 minutes,
there would have been way more.
Is that Will Ferrell?
It is Will Ferrell.
Let's see. Is it?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Not that
Bandy
one.
finished the joke, y'all.
Oh, he did.
I didn't know you could yodel. Little old lady.
Little old lady.
That's pretty good, actually. All right. I'm out.
That's it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's like
that's gonna be it for all of us. So
4 a.m.
It was good talking to you guys for so long, but good night from the stoop.
Not really the stoop.
It's good night from me, and it's good night from my master. I mean, like
you better get the couch made up, John.
He only lives about 50.
I know, but have you seen him? Bless him. Can we put that photo of him on the bike up one more time?
I was gonna say, is it safe to let him go on the bike?
That newbie.
Look, there's the couch right in back.
Bye, guys.
All right, we're out of here.
Oh my God, Scott Newby! Thank you so much, man. Put that towards the legal fees surrounding the aftermath of this stream. This stream will immediately be torn down, just to let you know, because
my legal team would be able to take down any attack on this stream.
Yeah, we're gonna get canceled by all of our employers. So later.
Yeah. Good night, guys. It's been fun.
Good night.
Oh, we're still on. Oh, right.
Night,
okay.
guys, I love you.
All right, see you later. Bye.